I will be surviving for the next 100 days in Oceanblock. Oceanblock changes the world we all know and love into a vast and mysterious ocean. This pack is all about scavenging resources from crashed rafts and rubble, exploring the unseen depths of the ocean, and advancing your technology to unlock new machines and equipment. With that being said, I have 3 major goals. I want to gear up to become strong enough to dive to the deepest depths, uncover the mysteries behind this secret ocean world, and last but not least, beat the rift and find my way back home. We're taking this pack on in hardcore, so sit back, relax, hit that subscribe, and enjoy watching me try to survive in this oceanic danger zone. Welcome, everybody, to a brand new pack, and this time we're taking on Oceanblock. We are just stranded out in a world full of ocean. This is crazy. I've never seen any world like this. This is cool. We have a bunch of different structures already. I can guarantee you that's gonna be dangerous. That observatory looks very interesting. I'm first gonna start by putting out a bunch of different fires around my base because, oh my god, we do have a little starter area here, which actually looks pretty cool. And first, I gotta read a couple of quests. To work. That's pretty interesting. The anomaly struck without warning. I was not prepared for the damage that it caused. I tried to control it, but my ship spiraled into chaos. Right, okay, we get a couple of items here and some rations. Broken ship comm link, okay. You craft it with a slime ball and some wire to make a actual ship link. Okay. Unless I want to be crushed, I should probably stick above Y128. Wait, hold on. We're at Y190. So this ocean goes down. Oh my god. Oh, you can kind of like X-ray it. Yeah, I hope nobody's got thalassophobia because, oh my god, this looks insane. My task is to get a wooden slab and a crafting table. Right. I've conquered a new raft. So this is the small crate that it was talking about, I assume. Ooh. Gravel, ink sacks, and bamboo are the first items that I get. Oh, dude, there's slabs right here. There's planks and slabs. Wait, hold on. Wait, where's it? It's the sponge squid that's making that noise. Look at this little squid. Look at it. Look at this little guy. Whoa. That should be good for our first quest, which gives us more planks and some experience. An unexpected savior. Shattered pieces of ancient wreckage float nearby. I should salvage some of the materials and make some basic tools to get me by. Okay, so I need some flint and I need to make flint shears, which means that we have to loot a couple more places. Wait, hold on. Can we make it? If we can make an easy boat, you can only make an obsidian boat. There's no way. A canoe? No. A kayak? No. Raft? Is there like some kind of raft we can make? Oh, there is a raft we can make. Aha, but we need logs for that. So with a plan at hand, I started swimming around and collecting a bunch of different materials. All right, another small crate. Here we go. White wool. That's enough to make us a bed. Ah. There's also a crate here, which gives us some flint. Okay. And flint shears we can also make. No way. Right. Using my flint shears on the banners I run into seems to make quick work in breaking them down. By the threads. I love these quest names, though. They're quite creative. Right, I think we actually got a lucky break on the amount of banners that are in this specific raft, because there's just so many. Might as well just gather up all of these, right? So, first things first, we're making ourselves a little bed, and we're making ourselves a chest. Good stuff. Okay, dump all of that. I'm gonna need my food. I'm gonna need the barrel smasher. Raft. Where can I find this? Aha, bingo. We actually have enough bamboo to make this thing. That gives me a bamboo raft. Okay, I might need to take everything I own with me. So, a bamboo raft. How good are you? That is the $1 million question. Oh, this acts like a normal boat. Oh, dude, this is sick. Oh, look at this. We're flying. Now, the first thing I wanted to check out was, of course, this observatory, because I feel like this could be quite the place, right? Oh, look at this. There's a monster spawner in there. That is bad news. Oh, there's a barrel. Hold on. Oh, what is all of this? Oh my god. Logic cable, jukebox upgrade. Now, there's a crate down here as well. That gives me a little bit of food, it seems like. We're gonna jump from little wreckage to little wreckage. Right now, we're still above the ocean, but I think at some point we're gonna have to deep dive into the ocean and find a bunch of really cool stuff there. I got a potato! I can start a farm now. All right, what about these barrels? There's another golden one. Oh my god. What is this? A ferrocore chestplate. Invulnerability. We have a missing upgrade for that. Offering robust protection, the ferrocore chestplate is crafted to endure more than standard iron armor. Oh, ho, ho. The water on this planet seems to have a lot of debris floating in it. Using the string I've gathered, I can fashion a water strainer to place on the side of my raft. Wait, what? Definitely think we're gonna go for bamboo. 2 sticks, 2 bamboo planks, which is a block of bamboo. Right, so currently, we're pretty much hunting bamboo. Ooh, it is pretty dark in here. Oh! Run! 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 This is the time where we eat the dumpling. Oh my god! That skeleton did 3 hearts of damage. And it poisoned me. Right, the warped structures are not the way to go right now. All right, it is the morning time of day 3. And we're gonna grab our bed. And I do realize one thing. We actually need to go ahead and we need to find ourselves a place where we can sort of set up a base. Now, my question is, what would be a good place to do that? That being said, I would rather make a base underwater. I think that sounds pretty cool. How expensive are sponges? Can we make a sponge? You can loot sponges. They have a chance from the red barrels. Oh, they're silverfishes. You can mine spawners like that. Okay, great. Ooh. Oh my god, I gotta deal with these. No, there's no way. This is not going as good as I thought it was. What can I throw away though? Do I have another music disc? Yeah, I do. No, no. Give me that flint. Give me that flint. There we go. Oh man, nah, we cannot. Dude, this is cursed. That is so cursed. Okay, so these places are infested with silverfish. I don't like that. We're gonna move away to another one. I can't wait to unlock like some better kind of naval craft. Like I can't wait to get some crazy boats going. Like maybe some ship. Because we're on a bamboo raft right now. And it's not doing a whole lot. What can I say? It's not doing a whole lot. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up. Oh, that's a breeze. Oh my goodness. Can I even take this down? I think I can. Oh no, it spawns multiple breezes. Oh my god, dude, what? We gotta get out of here. That is a bit of a bummer. Okay. I do have copper wires. I think I'm gonna try to fix my broken shipcom link. I do need a slime ball for that. Wait. We can get slime balls from white barrels. 2.22% chance though. Okay, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go for it, and we're making our base right here for a second. Let me go ahead and go to another island real quick, or another raft. We're gonna tear this whole thing down, and we're just focused on wood as of this moment. Smash that crate. Oh, torches! That's gonna be super valuable. All right, slowly but surely, we're getting good stuff. Okay, it's something. It is definitely something. Get the food with me. There we go. Ooh. Diving down into the water to get the blocks is a little bit freaky, I can't lie. I don't have thalassophobia, but it's still like, ooh. there's like hundreds of blocks of water just down below you. You really don't know what's down there. Okay, let's go to the observatory. Let's see what we can do. So we can go ahead and destroy this spawner. Nice. There's a crate. And there's a green barrel. And at the top here, we got a regular crate. Okay, so pretty much 3 lootable containers. Oh! Leather, canola seeds, copper wire. Ooh. What I am going to try to make now is I'm going to try to make that weird little net that catches items. All right, spruce strainer. Look at this. So we're supposed to be able to hook this up to our raft, right? Wait, how does this work? So if I just go ahead and I place that there, the water strainer over here. Oh, it does gather up debris at a pretty rapid pace nonetheless. So stone pebbles probably turn into cobblestone, sandstone, andesite, diorite. Oh, it gives you saplings as well. Oh my god, this thing is money. The strainer seems to have caught some saplings that were floating nearby. If I had some dirt to plant these, I could figure out a way to extract minerals from some of these blocks I have. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so we have unlocked wood. We've unlocked pebbles and cobblestone. Okay, check this out. Wait, we're about to knock out a couple of quests. Look at that. We get cobblestone. We get logs. Oh, yeah. We're going to unlock a furnace, smashing rocks. Oh, all of this good stuff. Nice. Okay, first thing I will do is I'm going to make my raft quite a bit bigger. Because right now we're still in the shticks. And we want our raft to be big, right? Strainer is definitely MVP. Can tell you that much. These are going to act as my little platform of docks. I can go ahead and move my 2 boats over here. Oh, yeah. Check that out. Might not be the best at woodworking, but I can fashion some of this wood into a funnel for water to drip over time. Convert dirt into clay. The dripper must be placed directly above the dirt block. Use a bowl to scoop water into it. That is a magnificent screenshot, by the way. What? Although it's cheaply made, making a wooden sluice is going to be a game changer for my survival. 3 logs and a stick makes a sluice. We have that. Oh, no, I'm tripping. We don't have that. Right. Right, I'm just going to make a little platform that can act as my, I would say, wood farm. Now, I believe it said that twerking helped grow these trees, right? I don't believe this one bit. I don't believe it. There was a quest chapter about this, right? Am I just... if you hold a... Oh, you need to hold a hoe. Oh my god, I was twerking for nothing. Can you believe that? Free twerking. Okay, let's check this out now. Oh my... Excuse me? It just works like bone meal. It's purely bone meal. It doesn't even use the durability of the hoe. Can you believe that? Well, we now have access to an incredible amount of logs. Now, the one thing about these strainers that I'm wondering, though, is, or just in general, what I'm wondering is, what kind of hoppers do we have? There is a framed hopper, which is a framed cube and a chest. Does that work as a regular hopper? Because we need a lot of iron for a regular hopper, right? So what I'm thinking is if we make a framed hopper, is that the bypass that we can use wooden hoppers? Because that would be pretty nice. And then the framing saw, we do need 1 iron ingot, which we don't have. We don't have that yet. I'll say it like that. We don't have it yet. But that should be no problem. We're going to make a sluice right now. And we need to figure out where we're going to put this sluice. How does this sluice work? What do you do? There's FE and there is fluid that you put into this thing. Okay. That does make sense. So that should automate its collection. So we are talking about gravel that we want to sluice. I only have access to a cloth mesh right now. So that's what we need to do. Cloth mesh and gravel. And I believe gravel is obtained by smashing. I have the materials now to be able to make a hammer to break up all of this cobblestone. Hopefully they contain something worth using. It's hard work to smash it into millions of pieces. That gives us the hammer. Let me go ahead and grab a mesh really quickly. We have the mesh. That's inside. We can throw, I believe, all of these inside of there. Then we need a bowl. Maybe we first fill the sluice. Oh my god, this is atrocious. First we fill up the sluice. And then we can do the gravel sifting. Look at this. All right. Does that actually give us stuff? Oh, it does. Tiny coal, flint, iron chunks. Ooh. Very nice. This gravel that we got is going to be the game changer. All right, here we go. That was all of our gravel. I think we have enough to make 1 iron ingot now. Unless these just... we have so much more than 1. We can make 2 iron ingots. I do need a furnace for that. Hold on. And then we can start melting these iron chunks. Right? Wait. Hold up. There is no furnace recipe for this. There has to be a more efficient way to process these ore chunks. If I can slowly cook the iron ingot, I can probably harden it up to make more durable iron. Yeah, but my question is, how do we melt the iron? Iron chunks? Oh, no! We have to melt... Oh, no, there's no way. I can't turn the clusters back into iron chunks. No! Oh, God. Oh, God, that's terrible. Oh, no. All right, that pretty much took me the entire day. But look at all the beautiful resources we have gotten now. So, in this case, I should now be able to quite comfortably melt down all of this iron. And we have what seems to be 24 iron chunks. All right, what are the other items I got? We got a whole bunch of copper chunks, which is very interesting. We can actually make a bunch of copper with that. There's some tiny coal, which I guess you can turn into regular coal. You can make tiny torches. Wait, I need to try that at least once. Oh my god. Nah. Ah! It's actually like half a torch. Look at this. Oh my god. That is funny. Look at that. That is beautiful. That means we can now get iron ingots. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and creating what is called a framing saw. I don't have any wood anymore, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to actually make a couple more trees. Okay, that gives us a bunch of materials to work with, especially that framed chest that I was thinking about. Check this out. So if I now go in here, I place the chest, I place the framed block, we can make a framed hopper. Now, I just gotta check whether it's actually a hopper. This works like a hopper! Yo! So now what I can just go ahead and do is I can go ahead and make a nice little double chest. Okay, watch this. I'm about to pull some crazy tech. 1 chest, 2 chests. Then I need to go ahead and break this plank. Boom. Then I grab my hopper. Boom. And it just puts it right into this double chest. Smart. Smart. I put a chest there. Then I place the hopper going into the chest. Then we got the furnace. Hopper going like that. Chest over there. Chest over here. We have an automated smelter. We just have an automated smelter right now. I can take all of these materials. I can just go like this. That's going to auto feed it into the chest. I then grab a bunch of charcoal, put that inside. Oh yeah, this is money. We are set up. We are actually going to get somewhere. Now the only quest remaining is it wants us to check for dust. Wait, hold on. Since we can compress items, if I were to do compressed gravel, for example, I take the hammer and I mine this. That turns into 9 dirt. So you can actually be smart about this and you can use compressed blocks. Right. Okay, this is pretty interesting. That should go ahead and turn into gravel. which it does. Then I don't have to mine 18 blocks, but only a few. Oh, we could try figuring out the backpack. That could be really good for doing a long run. Whispers from the deep, making mob farms. Oh yeah, I'm 100% interested in this. I've gathered some seeds from sluicing dirt, but these don't seem like they want to grow. The sugarcane seems to grow just fine, so I don't get it. So far, this planet seems like everything depends on water. Maybe that's the secret. I wonder if it likes my dancing like saplings did. Should be, right? Submerge crops underwater to grow wheat and industrial hemp. Really? Putting crops underwater. That is such an un-Minecraft thing, and I love it. All right, we figured out a lot of cool stuff during this day. This is awesome. I feel like we're going at lightning speed, aren't we? Wait, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? You don't have to right-click. It's only inserting an item into the sluice. Wait, I just figured... Dude, if this works, if we can actually use a hopper to make this stuff automated, I'm gonna lose my mind. We place the hopper on top of the sluicing area over here. Then we just put dirt inside of it. No! No! Ah, that is... Nah, that's too bad. That's too bad. I had a great idea, but it just didn't work out. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I will automate the sluice at some point. I will do that. There should be a way you can automate this. All right, so after sluicing more than a stack of dirt... Oh my god. Wow. It's multiple seeds per dirt that we got. Whoa. Coffee beans, bamboo, bell pepper, beetroot, soy, cocoa beans, cucumber, grass. Wait, grass? We can probably get passive animal spawns like that. Ooh. So the sugarcane should be able to easily grow like this, right? At least that's how I understood it. Does this work? Oh my god, you're joking. It is growing the sugarcane by twerking on it. No way! Oh my god! This is amazing. I love that twerking mod. I can't lie. I love that. Now I need to figure out a second farm, which needs to be submerged in water. Oh, this is weird. Have you ever seen a farm like this before in Minecraft? I definitely haven't. So if I just grab my hoe and I just start twerking here. That does work. Ha! Look at that. Check this out. I can grow this dark oak, and that gives me a very big tree that just has all the logs I need to last me quite a while. That ended up giving me 1 extra sapling and 39 logs. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. Because now I can just make a whole bunch of chests and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, definitely need a chest over here. 1 for logs, 1 for our little farms that we're going to be making. I would even say like 1 for seeds, 1 for crops almost. And then 1 for saplings and wood. Definitely want to check out what one of these mineral trees looks like. Whoa. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Meneglin Discovery. What is that supposed to be? Boom, there we go. Oh, crystallized mineral chunk. I feel like we just unlocked something pretty cool. Mineral berries. That's probably a food source. It is. Darkness seems to whisper on this planet. It grows louder the further I swim down. Whenever I'm above water, they go away, but something is calling out to me the second I take a dive. I'm tempted to build out a dark room underwater to see what happens. If I build it far away enough from my raft, that should be safe enough. Build a dark room somewhere underwater about 24 blocks away from you. Mobs will not spawn in an aqua-bound expanse biome. Industrial hemp is proving to be incredibly durable. The strands themselves are great for sources of string, but I believe I can bind these together to make a replacement for leather. Ooh, we're gonna unlock leather. We're gonna have to get a food chest going, seeing as just the sheer amount of food that we're getting right now. What is this? Sesame seed, 200 grams. Yeah, having an unlimited amount of bone meal just by twerking is kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and check out the recipe for the dripper. It's a... Aha. Right, this should be it. That creates the dripper. If I then just place a dirt with a dripper, and I scoop some water into the dripper, it can hold 4 buckets of water. Then we actually have a bunch of clay. Oh, look at that. It's doing a little drip animation. Hey, sweet. I'll just go ahead and turn all of this into clay. Now we need to look into leather alternatives, which is why we had to go ahead and make the dripper. You can make a ceramic bucket as well. You know what? For this recipe, I don't think that's a bad thing. I do not think that a ceramic bucket is a bad idea. So we're working on the leather alternatives. Right. There's also this. I've been running into gravel. So you use an iron ingot with a campfire to make a cast iron ingot. Now, cast iron ingots are used to make cast iron rods. You can use them with prismarine and blaze rods to make a burnt coil. There's a jar automator, a cast iron blast furnace, stone basalt generator. Whoa. I guess cast iron is definitely going to be a big one. It does seem like I need to run some gravel through the sluice system. What does that give me? Oh, 18 iron chunks. Wait, that should give me enough to go ahead and make myself... I just framed my hopper into gravel. What? Wait, why does that work like that? Oh my god. There we go. Wooden shovel. Then the ceramic bucket. And a bunch of that. Then we get a cooking pot. Sweet. I guess we need to set up like a cooking station here. So that's my cooking pot. This cooking pot is going to be incredibly useful for making a good home-cooked meal later on. But for now, I just need something sticky to hold together some fabric. Melted sugar should work just fine. Using the cooking pot to melt down sugar into honey bottles. Then use it to create ersatz leather. Ah. There we go. That's a campfire. So if I put this campfire right there, that does work. It's already creating a recipe, although I have no idea what it is creating. Oh, you don't even need glass bottles for this. Oh, you do. Oh, sweet. It's already going, dude. Great. Super great. Turn this into glass bottles. That's 12. The glass bottles go in the pot. And we get honey bottles. Sweet. Okay. So that's the honey bottle problem solved. Now we just need a bunch of tough fabric. Which I actually already have a bunch of industrial hemp from. Now we just need a bunch of sticks. And we're going to be able to make leather. Oh, this is... leather is very expensive. Oh, it makes 8 ersatz leather. Never mind. We are good to go. Gonna have to do a little bit of that. This might just be a little bit overpowered. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this feels a little bit overpowered. That just gave me 241 industrial hemp fiber. Look at the sheer amount of leather we're gonna make with this. Boom. 32 ersatz leather. Well, we have access to a backpack now, for which I just need a little bit of string. The ersatz leather. And a chest. Here we go. That is the big backpack unlock. Look at all the different kinds of trinkets you can have. Oh my goodness. All right, leather unlocked, backpack unlocked with a stack upgrade of tier 1. I also saw that we had a compacting upgrade, and we have a jukebox upgrade. So, I mean, I might as well just put those on, right? Well, for now, I can just use the stack upgrade. That's pretty much it. We don't really have the upgrades ready for the backpack. I definitely do think I want to go out and I want to loot up a little bit. Don't necessarily have access to a lot of weaponry, which is fine, I think. Wait, that's looted. That's looted. I see a white barrel, which was quite important. Let's go this way. Let's do these couple of areas. Let's go to the observatory and then let's circle back. Let's do it that way. But I did really want to do another looting spree. Ooh. I got a revolver. Brother, I have a gun. Oh my god. Pretty cool structure over there. You see what I mean? It's got like sandstone and prismarine. I think I definitely want to gather that up as well. That's what I wanted to find. Ah, a feeding upgrade would be diabolical. What's on these little island type thingies? What do they have? They seem to have like a campfire. Some blue color around it. Gotta keep an eye on my island so I don't lose it out of sight. I have no coordinates saved or nothing, so I definitely don't. Mineral glass. Whoa. Golden barrel over here. Small crate. Anything else? Oh, there's a barrel. Oh, dude, they hid that really well. Little chisel action going on. Okay. White barrel and golden barrel. Let's have some good luck clutching. Feeding upgrade would be pretty nice about now. A jar. What do we do with a jar? It can store bowls, bottles, buckets, cookies, and small mobs. Please, 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 feeding upgrade. Ah! No, didn't get it. Ooh, I got some pants. Run speed and walk speed. Back home, look at this place. This place is looking pretty nice. So, how's the cooking process been going? Iron nuggets are pretty much done. So I now have access to a bucket, which is a nice upgrade from the bowl. So if I want to fill up my sluice right now. Oh, that is nice. Boom, and it's full. It's already full. That is super easy. All right, let's go ahead and see. We should be working towards iron and, most importantly, cast iron, which means we'll have to do a couple more of these iron runs. Can I do anything with the clusters? There has to be a way to utilize these. You actually can. If you have a tempered glass jar, you add in an iron cluster. The temperature needs to be hot, which is not bad. I can just use a campfire for that. Can I not just do the same thing that I did with this one? That means we're gonna have to go ahead and chomp some cobblestone, which this little puppy, oh, should have been producing for a while. Stone pebbles. Here we go. That is a stack of cobblestone. We're going to turn that into compressed cobblestone. Sweet. Right, and I believe after the stack of gravel, if we sluice this, then we should have enough iron nuggets to make another maybe 2 bars, maybe 3. And with that, we can unlock the next quest in the line, which is probably going to help us get more resources quicker. At least that's what I'm hoping. The other thing we need to look into is called a flopper, by the way. This is the other item we need, which is a... Oh, wow, that's expensive. 6 iron ingots. We need a hopper and we need a flopper, and then we can fully automate a sluice. Well, also, we need something called an auto hammer. Yeah, this one. Iron auto hammer. I think it's that one. Rather expensive recipe for us right now, but if we can make that, then we can just automate gravel production already. Like, we can go from cobblestone to gravel. Oh, man, I'm going to be happy once this is automated. I'm just sat here with gravel in my hand, going at it for days on end. So I would be very surprised if this works the way that I think this is going to work. But we grab a campfire, we grab an iron ingot, and we put that on the campfire. There's no way this makes... You got to be joking. That's the way you do it. Oh, my God. Right, that does actually make a cast iron ingot. We do get some iron back, though. We get 3 iron clusters. We had 2 over here. We literally have 5 iron clusters. Okay. On my quest to find a more efficient way to process ore clusters, I've managed to create a stronger glass in my furnace. This tempered glass seems to be able to withstand high temperatures. This has to be the breakthrough that I'm looking for. It needs a strong cap on it to store heat. The cast iron ingot I've made seems strong enough. Oh, we need to make tempered glass. How do we do that? A glass pane and smelt it. Luckily for me, I do already have quite a bit of glass. So I'm going to go ahead and melt those tempered glass panes. Tempered glass like that. And we get a tempered glass jar. Now I just need to put this on the campfire. And we need to put a chest next to it. That's going to be right there. So I go in here. We press mix. Do I need to do that for every singular ore cluster? Or does that do it for all of them at once? It does it for only one, so I need to press mix again. Okay, what is the jar automator? Oh, that's this thing. By the gods, that is expensive of a recipe right now. A hopper, 6 cast iron, a dropper, which is redstone. I don't even know how to get that. That is expensive. There we go. That should be our hopper. This one should work. Oh my god, it doesn't. Why doesn't it do that? Hold up. Is it because it's not an iron sluice? Allows automation of items. Yeah, that's it. That's what we need to get. We need to get an iron sluice. I've just been a moron the whole time. So that means we need so much more iron. No! No! Okay. Okay. Instead of using 9 chunks to make nuggets, we use 4 chunks to make a cluster, which turns into an ingot. So we more than double our efficiency. That is bonkers. Okay, I'm going to bed and we're automating this iron sluice in the morning time. This is gonna be pretty epic. I am going to upgrade you to an iron one. There we go. Very nice, very good. You have been automated. Oh, this goes actually pretty fast. Ooh, this is beautiful. I feel like sand might have some hidden treasures, right? We are going to be sluicing sand, which will give us gold chunks, aluminum chunks, lead, nickel, and osmium. Also iron. Very nice. Very nice. Dust only gives you nickel, gold, and silver. It also gives you bone meal, but we don't really need that. Going to give us some resources we can't unlock with gravel. All right, good stuff. That is forced over. It's going to be over 4 stacks of sand that's going to go into the system. That is pretty impressive. All right, while that system is going, let me go ahead and check out the quests. Whoa, I got a magnet. Wait, hold up. Slot charm can pick up items and XP from up to 5 blocks away when activated. Boom! Yo, that's fire. So when I throw something out. Oh! That's amazing. Smelting upgrades. Here we go. The cast iron ingots seem to be much more useful than I had originally thought. These seem to be ever more efficient at insulating heat. Perhaps it might be time to upgrade my furnace with them. Why does it want me to make 27 furnaces? What is the point of that? What is this? A jumbo furnace. What is this? What am I looking at? That means I'm definitely gonna need another one of these, aren't I? Wait, hold on. What is that? An airdrop has landed? Yo, hold on. Hold on. We gotta go check that out. Like, immediately. I'm swimming to that immediately. What do you got going on? Whoa. Lead clusters? Barrel flare. Laser node. Item card. Roller skates? Cow in a jar? Unassembled PCB. No idea what that is. Bunch of cast iron. Certus quartz dust, glowstone, a glyph of knockback, amethyst golem charm, a brewing stand, and an inferium essence. Whoa. That is rather interesting. Let's go ahead and take our cutting board out. It does slowly produce milk. This is incredible. Not sure what we're going to do with milk, but I think it's cool to have. Laser node. Hold G to... Whoa, what is that? This is the most important block in laser IO as it allows interaction with adjacent blocks. By using cards such as the item card, you can interact with an adjacent block to transfer items, fluid, energy, or redstone. Whoa. There we go. 3 more of these strainers. I'm gonna need some more chests. I just need the 3 to be honest. All right, then I got everything ready to get a little bit of a setup going here. That should do the trick. Oh, really? All right, there we go. That does solve that issue. Now we got a bit of a stone production factory going here. Keep mixing my little glass jar. I could probably make another jar. That would make this system a little bit less tedious. To this side. That should solve that issue. So I can just activate that one, and they each output to this chest. That works. That honestly works. That is a very cursed side. Why does it fill up from the inside like that? Okay, next question on the list. How do I get diamonds? Diamond chunk, a gold mesh on gravel. Gold mesh, 4 golden ingots on an iron mesh. Iron, 4 iron ingots. I guess we're going to go for the iron mesh first. That is going to upgrade our mesh. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sand still works on that. What drop table are we looking at with the iron mesh? Where it gives gold, nickel, osmium, lead. Still gives the same ones. Regular sand will give you prosperity shards. That's an interesting one. A higher chance of iron. Really now? How much gold have we gotten so far? Enough to make a mesh? We sure do. This should be quite the upgrade. Nice. Okay, fine use of materials. I'm unlocking quests one at a time. I think I just struck gold. A mega torch. Oh, we get another hopper as a reward. Love that. No more bowls. My arms feel like they're gonna fall off. It's time for me to stop scooping up water by the hand. I cannot do it anymore. The pump only seems to work within 1 block space above water. I can pump out of any of its sides into the main part of the sluice as well. Should help me make an easier system for automatic sluicing. I guess so, but how expensive is it? 5 cast iron, a wooden gear, and 3 planks. Jar automator. That should be the number 1 recipe on my mind right now. Which is not too bad. I've got the hopper. I have all of the cast iron. We're also going to make a piston. And we make a jar automator. So I just put this right on top. Aha! It does work. Sweet. All right, that means we can start pumping resources in here. All right, check this out. We're about to make an incredible amount of resources. This only takes 3 slots, though. I do think I have a pretty ingenious idea. Check this out. I go to the back of this jar, place the framed hopper here. I place the aluminum clusters in here. That puts it in the jar. That's an easy system. That's an easy system. Every day that I spend on this vast ocean, the kelp just grows higher and higher. It must have some use, right? I wish I could cut it all down, but I can't reach the bottom yet. Using the cooking pot, cook kelp into resin. This can be smelted down into slime balls. But where is this kelp it's talking about? Oh, I do not want to swim during the night. That is terrifying. Unless I want to be crushed, I should probably stick above Y128. But I can't even breathe underwater. What am I trying to go to Y128? Better idea. I need to get a diving suit. I need kelp to make the diving suit? Really? Oh, I do. Wait, where is this kelp it's talking about? Our cow has also been fully submerged into milk. That is so cursed. That should be it for the wooden pump. Okay. If I take this block out, I place the pump there. Oh, that you can wind this up and it will supply water to the sluice for 2 minutes already. How far can I do this? Like, how long can I wind this pump up for? Oh my god, it starts damaging me. Oh, dude. Right. 5 minutes is the max. So this can supply the sluice with power or with water for 5 minutes. Wait, actually more. This mechanical pump will only use time whenever there is water to be pumped over, which means that this 5 minutes is more likely going to be like 20, 30, 40 minutes even. That's pretty good. That's playing with goo. I think I've gone mad. I've resorted to experimenting with rotten flesh. I do not have rotten flesh, however. We need to build a mob room for that, which I still have to do. The other way we can go is heating things up a little. I've spent what felt like days running back and forth to my water strainer to collect all of the pebbles from what it's gathered. There has to be an easier way to get cobblestone, probably a cobblestone generator. The tempered glass jar seems like it can get hot enough over time. Gather enough cobblestone and create lava using the tempered glass jar. 1 bucket of lava. Is that... Wait, are you serious? That seems very broken, no? Because a cobblestone generator is a bucket of water, a bucket of lava. This bucket onto that lava. That means I have everything ready to... Oh, there's no way. Compressed cobblestone, though. Okay. Cobblestone generator. 1 cobblestone per second. No way. Look at that. Oh my god. You automatically output into the drawer. And if I give you a stack upgrade, you can store 16,000. That is problem solved. We are learning, adapting, and growing in Oceanblock. Our raft has been successfully set up. We got production going. I think next we're going to look into some pretty interesting quests like tinkering around, unlocking new types of smelters. We got this kind of weird automation going on. We're going to look into mystical infusion. We're going to learn about obsidian. We're moving. We're schmoving. One of the things that I do realize we really have to do is we really got to get kelp. Like, that is a big bottleneck for us right now. It might be a good moment to upgrade our backpack and then go on a big looting spree, right? I believe we just surrounded by copper to make a copper backpack. And I think it's 4 to make an iron backpack. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. This is going to give us a whole lot of extra space. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a scythe really quickly. And I'm also going to grab a helmet. There we go. The good thing is I can note down the location of my base on this map. And then we can see where we have to go to get back. Right? Alright, sweet. We got a couple of nice barrels here. Seems like these have a lot of lootable containers on the island. Oh, 2 green ones. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we got some kelp. Oh, sweet, dude. Okay. A little bit of a bad situation here. We've got a problem. I cannot see where my character's dot is at. So, even though I have a map, I don't know where I am. And we're stranded away from our base. So, I'm gonna just have to swim around and hope I find my base. I also don't really have anything to pinpoint me towards my base since all of this is not looted. Like, this is all new. Do I see... I feel like I see that that is looted. Maybe I'm reaching, but I feel like that looks looted, right? Yeah, all of these are looted. Hold on, I might be onto something. Oh man, we need to repair our shipcom link immediately when we get back to base. We found kelp, so we can get slime balls. We can repair the shipcom link. I think that gives us the minimap. Oh, that's my base! That's my sugarcane! Oh, we're back home! Dude! Oh my god. That has made my whole day like 20 times better. Let's go ahead and store a bunch of these items away. Because we actually ended up getting quite a lot of items. We need to go through all of these at some point. That will not be right now. But one of the things I will grab is this kelp goo, because this can turn into slime balls by just melting them. We're repairing this thing right now. That is 100% needed. Ah, that's the recipe. Got it. Okay, sweet. GPS link established. Whoa, look at this. There's like a ruins here. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a 9x9 platform. So we'd probably be working with these kinds of platforms, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to tear this whole place down. All right, we got the base platform down. We're probably gonna be expanding this downwards, I would like to believe. Maybe upwards as well. Maybe we could expand into that observatory as well. We're gonna have to move all of these items down. However, that is also something that we're gonna have to do. I actually researched something a little bit. Shout out to the Chosen Architect, because I've been watching his videos a little bit just to figure out what I want to do. I definitely think this should become my storage area. So let me go ahead and work on that while we're farming a little bit more diorite. And I will see you guys back once I have this storage system set up, because this is going to take a little bit of time. All right, the base has been cleaned up. This is a lot better of a site to work with. This is going to be the hub of our storage, which we're going to work on. And I actually have a pretty good idea what I want to do with this. We're going to get into some logistic stuff with this crystallized mineral chunks. That is definitely going to be a big one. We can actually make ourselves netherrack, and we can make a storage system, which would be rather impressive, right? So just put this down here. Superheated, efficiency 50%. Really now. Lava goes inside, redstone goes inside, and then we make netherrack. And I think we then just sluice the netherrack. We break the netherrack into crushed netherrack. We sluice it using a golden mesh, and then we have a 17% chance to get glowstone dust. 17 is not super high. Let's see how this goes, right? 16 crushed netherrack. Oh, you need to put lava into this sluice. Really? We can put it into our sluice, and then it's going to process our crushed netherrack. What we need next for our storage terminal. So we've gotten the glowstone. How do we get mineral glass in a drying basin? So mineral resin, glass, and then 10 seconds of drying. How do we get mineral resin? Using a squeezer and squeezing logs. That should be it for our squeezer. I'm probably gonna need something to redstone activate the squeezer, I think. We're gonna be putting a log inside of this one. The drying basin's gonna need glass. And then we jump on top of this guy, right? Yeah, look at this. That gives us mineral resin. We put that in here. That is going to process our glass into mineral glass. We have the glass. We have all of that. Do I need any more glass? I believe I do. I need 2 mineral berries. Thought I had those. Yeah, I do. Mineral chunks. A piston. Variable cards, which is paper and crystallized mineral chunks. How many of those do I have? Quite a few, actually. So that would be this, right? That gives me 24 variable cards. So we can make the output variable. Now I just need static light panels, for which I need 2 of those. That's the 2 light panels. Then I can make the display panel. Then we can make a storage terminal. Now what we're going to need is we're going to need some logic cables, which would be these little guys. Oh, they're actually quite expensive. But what this pretty much is going to do is we can hook these guys up like so. This, we're going to connect all of these up. But we can put the storage terminal over here. That gives us access to the storage system. Now what I need to do is I need to make some item interfaces. These we go ahead and we put on our chests, which should allow our storage terminal to see those items. It definitely does. Now we have a storage system from which we can just craft. So I hook all of these chests up to the storage system. And now we just have a bunch of storage. Let's take a look at how our production is going so far. I would say, honestly, pretty good. I definitely think these are very important. Definitely the iron auto hammer is going to be an important one. And then item pipes are going to be pretty interesting as well. I definitely think I need to work on a 4 sluice system. I definitely think I'm going to need 2 more sluices. Then we're going to make these into iron sluices, for which I need 2 more chains. 2 iron sluices. If we want to upgrade them to diamond, we actually can. The only thing I'm worried about is I only have 10 diamond chunks, right? Or 5 diamond chunks. What about here? Oh, we have more. All right, this actually gives us 6 diamonds, which is enough to make 2 sluices out of diamond. Because we are probably going to go with a 4 sluice setup, right? That's what I'm thinking, pretty much. There we go. These will each get an iron barrel as well. Now we're also going to need something called a flopper, because we need 4 floppers to automate water. That is... okay, interesting. I will need 4 buckets for this. And then we can make 4 floppers, right? And then we're going to have to do a little bit of block placing, because I'm going to run water source blocks all along this way, right? This is going to be pretty nice. Now I need to grab a water bucket, and let's see if we can automate the water production. That should be source blocks all around. That does automate the water for these little sluices. Yeah, that does work. Perpetual water system invented. Sweet. Barrel storage set up. We're going heavy into the sluice automation. I'm telling you. Now I need to get 1 for gravel, 1 for sand, 1 for dust. What am I going to use this 4th one for? And I guess we keep 1 for lava? Right, let's go ahead and make 3 of those meshes. We need to start with 1, 2, 3 regular mesh. Upgrade that to 3 iron mesh, for which we have run out of iron ingots. Now I want to upgrade those to 3 golden meshes. Oh, airdrop landed. Oh, sweet. Barrel lantern, honey bottles, a diamond stick, a glyph of fell, a glyph of evaporate, some golden carrots, not too shabby, a diamond to crystal upgrade, copper upgrade, some nether quartz, a tier 1 extraction upgrade, another diamond stick, an energy card, and some cast iron. Fancy. So 4 cobblestone generators. Now we're gonna need some of these auto hammers, which are these guys. 1 auto hammer to go to gravel. Then I need 2 cobble, gravel, dirt. Oh, we've already run out of gold. Gravel, dirt, sand, gravel, dirt, sand, dust. That's how this is gonna work. Let's hope I did the math right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Now, my question is, do these auto hammers just straight output to this barrel? That is what I'm wondering. Do I just put the cobblestone generator right next to it? No, that doesn't seem to be it. We're actually going to have to take down these iron barrels, because there is a much better way how to do this, which I did not realize. The 1x1 store the most amount of items in one go. So we'd have to go somewhat like this. And in this case, we would need to have something like that going on. The cobblestone gen goes on top of the storage drawer, which should output it to the bottom. It does. Then we need to have an auto hammer. Ah, and then it automatically puts it there. Okay, sweet. This cobblestone generator puts it in the drawer below. The auto hammer pulls it out, and it will put it into this storage device. Then it will put it in the hopper, and the sluice will grab it like that. So this one's gonna need another auto hammer. So a drawer here, auto hammer there. So the cobble gen's gonna go on top of here. There's gonna be another auto hammer here. That crushes it into gravel, and then the gravel gets crushed into dirt. There we go. And then another drawer here. Cobblestone gen on there. Auto hammer, auto hammer, auto hammer, and one more auto hammer. That turns into dust. Then we've got pretty much every single sluiceable material: gravel, dirt, sand, dust. The only thing we would need to set up now is we actually need to pump over these items into this storage system over here. Do I have some more iron? I certainly do, so I can actually get the system fleshed out. So we're just going to go ahead and upgrade all of these to iron chests. Go ahead and grab one more. That definitely makes my system feel a lot more fleshed out. Item exporter. Wait, this is integrated tunnels. So that's the exporter. What about the importer? That is going to be the item importer. That's going to be this little guy. I think if we hook up these two logic cables and pump that into the system over here, I think that will do the trick. Right, that hooks up to that one. I think we gotta grab some of these variable cards, and you actually right-click the logic importer. If I just do import all items, oh my god, look at the speed at which this thing imports. Oh my god, that's ungodly. That does seem to work, dude. This is amazing. All right, we got the system set up. This is sick. These are all set up. And we're gonna let this all come towards the back. Now I just gotta set up these exporters with each one card, or these importers, each with one card. And then we should be chilling. All these are set up, and they are exporting their items. That is probably gonna put a very big dent in my system. Yeah, it definitely does. Give that a little card right there. So everything that my smelter is gonna output now is going to come into the storage system as full ingots, which does kind of solve that problem. All right, let's go ahead and check out the quest book, because we have actually done quite a few things. We've gotten into automation, we've gotten into storage, which is very nice. We got the shiny rock, the diamonds, for which we get an iron hammer as a quest reward. We did get into the auto hammers, which is very good as well. Piping automation, I could look into that, although it's not my top priority. We do have unlocked obsidian. I can easily heat up enough cobblestone to create lava. You know what having lava means? It means having obsidian. I should probably make another jar to cool the two liquids down in. Obsidian is the key to the lava dimension. I'll just need to figure out how to use it. Create lava in a tempered glass jar, then craft obsidian using another jar with water. Okay. I've heard tales of the lava dimension before. They speak of an endless lava lake, kind of like water this planet seems to have. Before I can even think about going there, I'll need to make sure I'm prepared for that journey. I'll need a boat that can withstand lava. So an obsidian boat. We found that in one of the barrels before. Gearing up, the journey to the lava dimension is incredibly dangerous. I should take as much time as I need to make some of the strongest gear I can before I take the portal. Oh, the recipe for an enchanting table is still the same as before. We can actually do that. Right, now I just need a whole bunch of books, which I can actually craft like this. That gives me 16 bookshelves. What level of enchantment does 16 bookshelves give me? I could make an enchanting setup downstairs. That could work. Hold up. I got an idea for this. I'll use my building wand to go ahead and just fill this room with sand. And then I can grab whatever and just dig this out. Oh, nice. All right, there we go. Now we have a room that's fully ready. Oh, this bamboo ladder looks really cool. Check that out. And then for our enchanting table, we'd kind of have to go like this. A whole room dedicated to just purely enchanting. Love that. We can do level 30 enchants now. I don't think that was the smartest life choice you could have made. Oh, you puff up when you're about to die. Oh, that's pretty freaky. So if I just go ahead and I just dig this out, and then we start with a... Oh, the glass does connect. Oh, airdrop incoming. 110 blocks to the east. That is going to be that way. Oh, look at that. You can see it flying in. Oh, what are we going to get this time? What are we gonna get this time? This is pretty good. So I'm ready to get something good. Airdrop has landed. Oh yeah, let's see what we got. Glyph of Harvest. Dynamic Edge Light. Honey bottles and a bottle of enchanting. Okay, not too shabby. Wind Charge. Tier 1 extraction speed. Industrial Light. Gold clusters and a fluid card. A bee spawn egg and 2 glyphs of crafting. Okay. The bee spawn egg is pretty interesting. That being said, I do want to see what a big furnace is like. Because I have a feeling this is going to look pretty funny, right? This should turn into a multi-block. A jumbo furnace. Wait, hold on. This jumbo furnace, right? Let's give this some fuel. It's not doing anything. Is that just me, or is this like not fast at all? What? Ooh, I kind of like this. Like, this is cool, but this looks clean. That looks very clean. Mast. What was this mast used for? Oh. Ooh, look at this. What can we make with a small hull? Is there any, like, small ship? Yeah, a swashbuckler. I think that's a pretty good idea. Let's make a swashbuckler. All right, let's see what this puppy has in store. Oh my god. Look at this. What? Oh, this looks so much cooler. Is the speed higher on this thing? Oh yeah, the speed is higher. Little swashbuckler action. Look at this. I got a little, very little ship. I want to go out and I want to get some experience so we can enchant this osmium helmet. Maybe like one of the dungeons? Because like the big buildings, they look like dungeons, right? I'm thinking, what if we take on one of those places? That should have levels and spawners and maybe some loot that we can use. I don't have my barrel smasher with me though. This little swashbuckler I got is pretty funny though. I can't lie about that. I don't feel like it's that much faster than a regular raft, but it is a pretty funny way of traversing the ocean. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on inside of here. I see one spawner. Go ahead and take that down. That gives me a little bit of experience. Another spawner here. Oh my god. That's the first combat we're getting into. Little crate here. Give me that leather. Ooh. Wait, hold on. This is going to give me an incredible amount of charcoal. 150 charcoal straight like that. That is not bad. Oh, we got another bogged here. Nice. Got him. Oh, what is that? A trial spawner? What did that spawn? Oh my god. What is that? Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, that is terrifying. What does that do? Oh, he's fast. Oh my god, get him out of here. They take a lot of hits, by the way. I don't even know how much damage they do. Got him, got him, got him. There's one behind me. Oh my god. Got it, got it, got it. Nice. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, they give me like some slowness effect. What is this? One more. Just keep critting. How many more spawns is it gonna do? Oh, this slowness is hard to deal with. Got it. Oh my god, it's spawning so many of them. How many of these things do I gotta kill? Oh, that's it. That's it. Wait, what is all this? What is all this? Abyssal fragments, rubies. Whoa! We got Inferium over here, diamonds, replica ore. Also, we hit level 30. Huge. Oh, what am I doing? I could just vein mine it. These areas have a lot of replica diamonds, emeralds, inferium, lootable containers. This is really good. I pretty much got everything that I wanted. Oh man, that makes me ecstatic. Let's go. Let's enchant that helmet. I'm kind of hoping there is a re-rolling feature where we can re-roll our enchantments and we can just kind of select the one that we really want. That way I can get respiration and aqua affinity. Replicator. This is probably like some kind of device. Oh my god, look at all of this. What is this? To transform items, you will need to break them down to their primal values using a disintegrator. That is quite interesting. We can finally use our enchanting room. Look at this. Sweet. So we're going to have the grindstone be active. We'll put that just right over there. We'll have an anvil at the ready as well. All right. First, helmet enchantment. Unbreaking 3 and soulbound. That actually took 3 full levels. That's an aqua affinity helmet. That's pretty awesome. That is protection 2. Okay, well, it's something. Right? Protection 2, aqua affinity, soulbound, and breaking 3. I'll 400% submerged mining speed. I'll go ahead and call it a day. That is pretty good. I probably wasted a bunch of levels doing that, but it's fine. We're gonna make a mob grinder eventually, right? We're gonna look out at the ocean the whole time. And the deeper we go down, the more or the less we will be able to see. Like, probably the less we can see. Now that I think about it. Aha! We're in business! We are in business. Check this out. Just so it looks pretty. Oh yeah, that looks very pretty. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. This is awesome. We would want to make a spawner room, right? We'd probably go something like this. That should be fine. We can hit everything in there. Now we just need to block it off. Because I was thinking mobs could spawn in here, right? That's what I was kind of thinking like a mob grinding room would be like. I did, however, take the mob grinding room down and extended the platform out by at least 24 blocks. Because I remember in the quest chapter it was talking about the room needing to be at least 24 blocks away from my character. So I extended a glass bridge all the way over to the new mob grinding room and installed the exact same system. I also installed a little bit of floor lighting, which would make this look hyper futuristic. And then I started upgrading all of the different chests in my chest system. Because we were already starting to run out of space. And the best way to upgrade it was giving it a nice little diamond shine. After those upgrades, I also installed a couple of oak drawers. We had a few items of which we already had thousands. Now, my idea was to give these drawers a couple of upgrades, meaning that they could store hundreds of thousands of the same item in one slot. After a little bit more work on the storage system, I finally made myself a mystical agriculture ritual altar. Now, this was going to come in handy for a couple of different crafts. Mainly, we needed it to make the different gateway pearls. And the first gateway pearl that I was interested in was the one that summons passive animals. Before we could do that, however, I got into some dripping. More specifically, dripping some dirt to get ourselves some clay, because we were running very low, and the next task on the list required a ton of clay. We needed to get fire clay. The fire clay was going to be used in a foundry. This was going to give us a new way to smelt ores and to actually make alloys, like electrum, for example. While reading up on some more obscure quests, I also found about the iron gems and jewelry. This was a jewelry station in which we could make rings and amulets that would give us certain passive buffs. There's also a whole quest chapter explaining what each gem does, which is rather nice. After which I did a little bit of tinkering around and even found out you can make water movement speed trinkets, which, for an ocean-only world, is kind of a banger. After that, I did a little bit more reading up on the foundry, and I was ready to start actually making it. First, we had to build a little platform and extend it to make it big enough to actually fit a full-on foundry in it. After installing the controller and the liquid tanks that would hold the lava that fuels this foundry, I was ready to start making alloys. One of the things you really want to do with a foundry like this is you want to make this thing as tall and large as possible, because the taller this foundry is, the more ingots it can process at one given time. With everything ready, I installed a redstone clock on top of the spout which would automatically feed molten metal into a basin, allowing me to extract full blocks of alloyed metal. After that, I did some more jewel crafting, and I figured out that lapis lazuli could be used to make experience boosting trinkets. This was great, because now we had a setup where we had 2 rings and an amulet that would give me a total of 45% experience gained bonus. I did check out my dark room, but sadly there was no mob spawning just yet. But it was nice to be able to see all the aquatic life that's out in the ocean. I also wanted to work on a new ship that would hopefully be a little bit faster or could store items for me. And I tried picking up my swashbuckler, which ended up in me destroying it instead. But luck was on my side as a new airdrop had landed in my world. It was time to score some riches. We got a whole bunch of osmium and copper, as well as a laser controller, some silver, primal coal, an amethyst golem, nickel, fermenting barrel, red button, more silver, another red button, after which I knew it was time to work on a new metal. This was compressed iron, which is iron that you make by blowing it up. Now, you do have a little bit of a loss making compressed iron this way, but it was going to be needed for the next steps at becoming an underwater adventurer. I've been going over the footage for the last couple of days, and I think this is what's causing that dark room to not spawn any mobs. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to give myself another try at this. Right, just a simple design like this. Okay, this spawner room is going to be work in progress. I might have to look up a design for that. Now, the one thing I really do want to do is I want to upgrade my backpack and I want to go out exploring a little bit and give that a good old diamond upgrade as well, so that we can just bring home as many resources as we want. We go ahead and take the barrel smasher with me. We'll definitely need that one. And I needed to make a new ship. So I'm gonna have to make a bunch of small hulls, which means that we need to get a bunch of logs. Okay. Oh yeah. This is a pretty solid way to get a bunch of wood easily, though. I think we just got 400 logs, right? The masts are gonna be quite expensive because I need a whole lot of string. Whoa, we don't have any string. Now we can make these 1, 2, 3, and now we just need to make the large hull, which is a block of iron. And I'm short on iron. Really? I don't think we're gonna be running out of iron anytime soon. Yeah, that'll probably fix the issue. I'm surprised that a large hull takes a block of iron. But that being said, we now have a cutter, which is probably going to be quite the large ship, right? That is a pretty large ship. Is that its inventory? Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, this feels a lot more appropriate for this ocean world. Now I'm kind of wondering, is this cutter a lot faster? I don't think so, but having the storage option is definitely big. How do these dungeon structures look like? They look like this, right? So that means we have like 3 over here. We got 2 purples and a red. I believe that is the dungeon that we already conquered. So we're not gonna go for that one. Although it still has its ores at the top. We did another one when we went out exploring before. All right. Is that a thing? Oh! My boat started taking damage. Spawners should give a good amount of XP. I will always grab anvils. Just because they're so expensive, I might as well just always grab them, right? I know we have a bunch of coal at the base, but just having 150 coal like that for doing pretty much nothing is nice. Right, we're gonna have to battle these weird creatures again. Oh god, they actually do damage. Oh my god, they actually do a lot of damage. Oh. Whoa. enchanted golden apple, and a couple of gems, an ender pearl as well. That's pretty nice. Ooh, these ores give a lot of experience. Oh my god. Look at this Inferium. Level 27. Deepling Brute. I saw a red ping on the map and I got scared. What is that? Alright, boat has been parked. Here we go. Oh god. Oh my god, there's aggressive mobs everywhere here. Okay, let me just light this place up a little bit. Oh, trial spawner. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, it spawns 2 of them. That's it. There's no way. It spawned the Vokers. Talk about crazy. Well, at least we have 2 totems of undying and a tearstone scroll artisan. Ooh. You know what? That's actually pretty good because we can make a new type of jewelry with that has different benefits. Right. I am seeing a lot more red in the ocean than I did before. So I have a feeling that the further you go out from spawn, the more hostile creatures show up. That should be it. Oh no, one more. One more. That should be it. I'm wondering if we missed one of them, because the spawner's not going off. Alright, first things first. Diamond sword, level 30 enchant. Or, what kind of swords do we got? Do we have an osmium sword? Clips, black steel, bronze, lapis lazuli. Yeah, an osmium sword is stronger than a diamond sword. Refined obsidian. Wait, what? Diamond, molten obsidian, and we can actually make refined obsidian. Oh, dude, we're doing refined obsidian. Oh my god, we have an alloy forge. We can make a sword that deals 12 damage right now. Can we also use that to make armor? You can. You can. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's see what happens when I put these in, right? Wait, I was able to put a stack of osmium inside. Required fuel 200. Really? Oh, now it's doing it. Oh, lava takes a long, or obsidian takes a long time to melt down. 600 millibuckets of molten diamond. That's good for 60 ingots of molten refined obsidian. What was that? Oh god. I don't want to doing that. Ah, here we go. 5,400, 6 blocks. 6 blocks and 5 ingots. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a sword. And a pair of new shiny sneakers. So we're going to go from 3 armor to 5 armor. That is quite the upgrade. That is going to be good for the rest of our armor set. There we go. And we can probably make the Paxel as well, I believe. And then we can make the Paxel. Refined obsidian Paxel. 8,100? Wait, the mining speed is also 50% more. Wow. And the armor also looks good. So with just the leggings and the chest plate, I'm already at max armor. That is gnarly. Let's see what we can get. I'm just hoping for a sharpness. Sharpness 4. There we go. 14.5 attack damage. That is very good. I think we 2-shot the mobs at the top of the castles now. I wanted to see if we could grow kelp. We actually have 8 kelp. You can grow kelp. Oh my god. Well, that's pretty awesome. We can make a diving suit now. The diving helmet allows you to see better underwater. Oh, we're actually going to do some underwater exploration during the day. Maybe we don't take on the dungeons, but we explore a little bit underwater. Then the diving leggings and the diving boots, for which, oh, we're just missing a little bit of polymer. There we go. Full diving suit, which means we get a little bit of pressurized air. We put on the suit. Oh my god. Gives me a levitation effect. Oh. We gotta find a pressurized column on a bubble column. I think we can do that ourselves. Oh, there we go. I knew it. And we craft this together with pressurized air. That gives me 10 minutes of pressurized air. Can we overfill this or no? No, we cannot. Okay. I need to stay above Y 128, right? Ooh, I see a deepling. The squids are getting bigger as well, the deeper we go down. Oh, this is freaky. Oh, oh my god, what? Ugh, that's weird. That is very weird. I think we definitely want to check out this one. Oh, we unlocked the new heart. Oh, that is so awesome. Okay, I'm ready for this. We're going. 80 meters. It's going to be too low. 140. 130. No! Oh! Crushing depth. No, it's too low. We can't reach there. Oh, God. We need to find something else. We probably need like a submarine or something. Oh, we can't. We can't explore yet. Oh, no. All right. What we're looking into is probably this mod, is what I would imagine. While this armor might look weak at first, it gains actual attributes when supplied with power. Each piece can have up to 10 armor and 5 armor toughness. That is stronger than what I'm using now. The only thing is that it doesn't give me any protection against the pressure. Pneumatic armor can be extensively upgraded at the cost of having fairly low base defense. These upgrades can give it more armor, speed, toughness, flight, night vision, and more. Under pressure, this is probably what we got to get into, right? This allows me precise control over how my suit reacts. So we're going to get into making a suit when we progress through the main quest line, which is going to be passage through the portal and compressed iron armor. That is a full suit of compressed steel, which unlocks that quest. We actually have all the quests in the main storyline completed. Oh, except for the passive mobs, which you can do with dried kelp, flowers, and a slime ball. Wait, we can actually make that. So I think we can use this bone meal on the grass, and we can get flowers that way. Perfect. What we can actually do with passive animals. We can use it for food to get extra hearts. Go ahead and light up all the corners. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Do I gotta kill mobs in order to actually summon my passive animals, or how does this work? We actually do. 33 armor! What is wrong with this thing? Well, the thing is, I can just stay here, and then we can... Whoa, these guys drop hay bales and stuff. I'm glad I made this sword, to be honest with you. Oh, there's an airdrop coming as well. Ooh, bunch of produce. Look at that. Wait, this is all new food. Oh, this is all new food. Oh my god. Where is this last enemy? Oh, there he is. All right, there we go. Passive animals. That is a bunch of animals. We can actually breed all of these. Hold up, let's go check this out. Bunch of saplings as well. We got bunnies. Okay. We are going to try to unlock as many recipes as we can to get as much extra hearts as we possibly can, right? I think there's like a food Bible or something. We've tasted 23 foods out of 276 available. This could look really cool. Oh, yeah, dude. Can you imagine this whole place just being armor sets? Oh, dude. Primogel goo. Feed this block sugar and place iron blocks around it to convert. Let me go ahead and make one of these primogels, right? So I fed it 1 sugar. Is that enough? Can I drop like half a stack on this thing? We'll just let that do its thing. Maybe it's just gonna take some time. Oh, we're actually generating ferrocore. Oh, it does it this way. Right. Interesting. I do have fortune on this. So this should give me quite a bit of ferrocore. I will admit, though, this is a very, very expensive item. Now, I believe we had the chestplate and the leggings already. So now we just need a helmet and boots. And then we have a full set of ferrocore. Look at that. All right, that is a new armor set that we can put on our armor stands. Look at that. The last quest we have remaining, passage through the portal. So this means we need to go ahead and quickly make a bunch of obsidian. Time for us to go to the Nether. I also need my obsidian boat with me. Oh, the lava dimension, boys. It's happening. We're leaving our ocean-bound world for another ocean. An ocean of lava. Oh my god. Whoa, wait. Hold on. There's some things here. Okay, we are really high up. Okay, back to back to the base we go. Since we can't really effectively build down, but we have access to a whole bunch of gravel, what I'm thinking of doing is we come over here, we grab like 500, 600 gravel, and we just drop the gravel down, and then we grab ladders. We still haven't reached it. Oh, we have. So what we got planned right now is we just dig our way down. Now we at least have a way to go up our little tower. And then I need to make a little dock for my obsidian boat. Oh, this is cursed. We are swimming through the lava ocean. Oh, I need to put a marker here. Hold on. Portal. I'll make this a purple marker. Now, one of the things that I really needed was blaze powder. For a couple of different reasons. Some fire resistance would be nice in this place. My main question is, can we conquer this dungeon without getting absolutely destroyed? I need a bow for this. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to eat it. I thought I was gonna die there. That was pretty scary. Oh, wait, there's bastions. There's also bastions. Ooh. Oh! Oh no! Oh my god! Woo! That is terrifying. Oh, this is a trial spawner for piglins. Oh god. Oh my god, piglins and hoglins. I am so glad I got this equipment before I came in here. Because, oh my god, what do you mean you gotta fight all these things? Woo! I hope that was it. That was it. Whoa! Look at all these rewards! What? Ring of Growth, Flux Core, Magnet Upgrade? Oh my god. That structure really interests me, which is west. What is that? What is this? Brother, is this where the netherite monstrosity spawns? Please tell me I'm not the only one that sees that. Oh my god, it is. It is. Man, this biome is called the Infernal Abyss. That just sounds scary. Oh, back into my safe ocean world. Man, am I glad to be here again. The water is nice and calm, nice and smooth, not too warm, you know that? We can swim around this place. Oh, yeah. We have unlocked the Nether. Oh, it gives us a potion of fire resistance. The quest gives us a potion. Wait, equip the soul lantern to enter the Nether. Oh, I have it on me. Oh my god. I was thinking I didn't equip that. We get some levels. We get a common loot crate box with an iron auto hammer and a chaos box. What does a chaos box do? Right click to open. Ooh. Are we ready for this?
お前はもう死んでいる。
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way. It spawned some type of enemy. It said omae wa mou shinderu, which I think that means it's you're already dead. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Run, 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 run. What is this? Oh my god. It's doing some lightning. It teleported below. What? I think I'm just gonna ignore that guy's down there. Right. Thank you, game. My god. Everything in this dimension burns extremely hot. If I could somehow harness that heat, I could use it to make the tempered glass jars burn even hotter. I don't believe I can use the lava directly, but I should definitely keep a lookout for magma-infused stone. I should be able to use heat-resistant properties of the block to create some sort of oven. Wait, what? The magma droplet is great at mixing material. Oh, you need that to make the coke oven. Oh, now we're talking. That is 27 coke oven bricks. We are going to need another one of these. I'm fairly sure about that. Oh, airdrop incoming to the east. What do we got going on? Universal cable, security upgrade, armor upgrade, chemical cell housing, steel casings, red alloy wires, a netherite upgrade. Oh, major spellbook, rage gloves, a netherite stick and a copper upgrade, ferrocore block, thermal evaporation block, and a glyph of steel. A lot of stuff that I have absolutely no idea what they do. Oh, no, no, no. Don't break my boat. Don't break my boat. The thing that I'm thinking about is I could set these up underneath this system, which is not a bad idea. All right. We now have a giant space to build extra machines and extra multi-blocks. I can fit these two next to each other, which could end up working. 2 coke hole ovens. The only question is, how do I get out of this place? I guess I could make something like this here, like an entry point. Harness the power of the ocean. What kind of tanks do we have from Mechanism? You got your basic fluid tank, advanced, elite, ultimate, and creative. Ultimate is pretty good, although that requires the atomic alloy, which is rather expensive. I'd like to first get into this, which for some reason I have steel. I did not know that. I guess I have 1 steel ingot. I do have 1 steel ingot, which kind of bypasses everything else that I needed. Because with this metallurgic infuser, I'm pretty sure we can make steel. Oh, wait, hold on. You can make enriched iron. And enriched iron melts into... Oh, cast iron. Oh, no, you can make it into steel dust. There's no way. Oh, dude, this is sweet. We don't even need the coal coke oven. That is crazy. Oh. That being said, we do need some way to generate power. My number 1 way to generate power with Mechanism is not in here. They took out the wind turbine. Oh, you're joking. I need to dig deep into what we need to do next, because there's so much stuff we can unlock now. Becoming an electrical engineer, finally steel. Doesn't that mean we also have to get the... Yeah, we need to get the blast furnace, which doesn't have a recipe. Wait, what? It's just what I need to make even stronger metals. Using the coal coke from the coke oven, I should be able to combine this with iron to make steel. Craft steel in the Oritech foundry. Oh no. All right, we get silicon. Time for some power. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go through the steam age. Okay, this is what we're doing next. Now, first things first, there is a way to apparently farm netherrack. When lava flows above soil sand, while touching blue ice, it creates basalt. Crushing basalt and running it through a sluice is a great way to create more netherrack. We also have a copper alloy we gotta get. We gotta get fused quartz, and we gotta get silicon, which you get from... Oh, Certus quartz. Or quartz dust. And nether quartz we can get from... Oh, sluicing regular netherrack. So yeah, crushed netherrack is gonna be a big part of this, it seems like. Ah. Wait, hold on. I got an idea. Let me try this out. If I just grab a bunch of sugar. There we go. Primo gel's working. Most likely, we're going to need a couple more of these. We're going to get into some netherrack farming, and we're going to be getting into some sluicing. That should be it. Then we can just keep collecting this ice as we go. Aha! Gotcha. All right. We just need a few blocks until we can actually get ourselves a basalt generator. Because now I can just easily make a basalt generator. Sweet. Look at that. Boom. 1 basalt per second. We're also going to need a auto hammer, which I still have one. And crushed basalt you can sluice to get netherrack. But that takes a bucket of lava for 16. Dirty netherite scrap in an enrichment chamber with just some What? Oh my god, that's crazy. 4% is really high. Blazing mesh gives you a 5% for ancient debris. Oh my god. That reminds me, we do need steel rods, which means we need a way to generate power for this guy. We'll get into that in a second. I will take this little guy down, because we're going to need another diamond sluice if we want to make this work, right? The mesh goes in. The hopper goes on top. Right, so the auto hammer goes there. The basalt generator is going to come over here. That is crushing basalt. Crushed basalt is on there. Sweet. So now, when I use this one... Ooh! Okay. Okay. We got a system set up. Oh yeah, sluicing the crushed netherrack with a blazing mesh. Ooh. Yeah, that is the only way. Oh, we need mage bloom fibers for this. Can I grow these mage bloom seeds just using a regular old farm? Now that is what I call a beauty of nature. Mage bloom, there we go. Oh wow, that gives me a lot of mage bloom fibers. Whoa. What are we missing for this? We're missing the diamond mesh, and we're also missing blaze rods. My storage is full. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna need to fix that. Yeah, that's a lot of gold and iron that we're using, but I can comfortably store away my stuff now. Now we put all of this cobble inside. That cobble is going to go over that way. Perfect. Now we just need a jar automator, and then that system is set up. Boom. That is going to automate that system. A bunch of cobblestone goes inside of here. And we have perpetual fluid. We ended up figuring out the blaze bloom goo, which also gives us an uncommon loot crate. Oh, well, now that's an interesting pearl. Zombified piglins, wither skeletons. We get wither skeleton loot rolls, we get zombified piglin loot rolls, and key rewards of the Nether Fortress loot rolls. So these are actually very good. We can probably take these guys. Oh, there's an airdrop. Ooh. All right, hold on. Hold your horses before we do anything else. We're going to check out the airdrop. After that, it's going to be Gateway of the Hellish Circle. Or what was it called? Of the Hellish Fortress. And then we set up our netherrack sluicing. What do we got? Fluix Crystal, Redstone, Gold. We got a leather belt. 1 experience point for each experience gained by equipped charms. What is this? An ender tank. Wait. If this hooks up to another dimension, we could probably hook this up to the nether and pump out lava like that. That could be a way to go about this. There's the second ender tank. What are the chances? What are the chances? Oh my god, another netherite upgrade. Advanced restock. Thermoelectric generator. Wait, hold on a minute. That just solved our steel producing issue. We got a thermoelectric generator. Man, I swear if this works, this is going to be pretty insane. Let's just grab a magma block, right? Oh my god, it works. It's very slow, but it works. We're going to be able to make enriched iron, and we're going to be able to make steel like this. This airdrop was insanely goated. Random airdrop gods, you are amazing. First things first, I think it is time for Gateway of the Hellish Fortress. That lightning was a paid actor. All right, here we go. Whoa, where are these wolves coming from? What is this? All right, so far so good. I think that is the first round. I got a good feeling about this. The blazes are burning. That is very nice. Oh my god. Right, they do hurt. These guys do really hurt. The water does make it very easy to kill them. 25 seconds remaining. One enemy. Okay, good. Okay, these guys deal a lot of damage. I am very happy I made all of these golden apples. We should be good on that. 2 more archers, and then I think we're done. Right, I think it's 1 more wave. Just gonna have to be careful about this. Okay, that guy hurts. That guy hurts like crazy. He almost 2-shot me. Oh my god. Right, Butcher. He's got 100 health. Very glad I could kill him like that. Right, might be a little bit scummy to do it this way, but you know what? We'll take it. Nice. And then we get loads of rewards. Look at that. Oh! What is all this? Look at all of these rewards. Ruby Tearstone, immunity to hunger. Moonstones, we got rubies. We got a Trigme totem. Explosive minigun ammo. We got compressed iron. We got a... This looks insane. This book looks crazy. That book also looks crazy. What? On to greater heights is what I am thinking. We have 13 steel dust. I guess we need regular hoppers. Right, put some steel blend inside of that. That does not work. Oh, we gotta melt the steel inside of our alloy, because this is gonna upgrade a couple of nice little things for us. Also, in the steaming ahead category, we were working on conductive resources and then finally steel, for which we need a couple of other things. Yeah, first it's gonna be the conductive resources. So pretty much what I'm thinking here is we'll have the second sluice be right over here. That should be good. We're gonna end up with a drawer here. We're gonna need a hopper to go on top of this. We'll need a blazing mesh as well. So this guy's gonna need a blazing mesh. The mesh doesn't fit in this sluice. Only works in a netherite sluice. Oh. Okay. How do I make this into netherite? Using an enrichment chamber. What do we need for this? Basic control units. Metallurgic infuser, osmium, and redstone. All right, let's do it. Osmium, redstone. Right. Enrichment chamber. I do have everything ready. Nice. Yes! It's working! That's what I'm talking about. Yes! Netherite scrap. Okay. Oh, the processing time is a lot faster. Requires power to work? And we now also have a netherite sluice. Right. Netherite sluice. Blazing mesh. This kind of looks really cool. I can't lie about that. Thermoelectric generator. Block of magma. It's charging up. Okay. We're gonna need an auto hammer that connects up to this guy. I then grab another drawer, a 1x1. And then go ahead like this. We should probably do something like that. That should work. Wait, this needs a chest, though, because that's going to give me a bunch of different rewards. Boom, boom. Right. Oh, my goodness. I just figured this out on my own. I feel super proud of myself. Oh, my God. Dude, sweet. Look at this. Look at this setup. This is quite something. I'm proud of myself. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, into the nugget cast that makes silicon. Really? Grab the nugget mold on there. And that is going to automatically extract nuggets. Easy. Yeah, look at that. Right, what is the quest line telling us? Copper alloys. I do remember that. That was molten quartz and molten copper. I could probably pull a few of those. We'll go ahead and make a nice little stash here. We're also getting a lot of blaze powder from this, which is rather interesting. Oh, there's 4 tiers to this ferric core stuff. Blaze gold, Celesta gems, and ore of the eclipse. Oh, interesting. Aha! Conductive resources. We have another uncommon loot crate. The last time we opened one of these, we got a gate pearl. What is this? What is this reward? A golden egg. What does that do? Creates a 5x5 of delightful dirt. Used on grass, dirt, mycelium on farmland. Only spawns Ars Nouveau mobs? That is mega valuable. Wow. So, pretty much what we're thinking here is I'm going to grab a bunch of copper. We are probably going to need a bigger system for this, don't we? Boom, boom, boom. Sweet. Now we can just supply that. That is a bunch of iron going in. Aluminum as well. Pretty much every resource we're going to be dumping into the system. That is a pretty stacked chest, even if I say so myself. Okay, gold meshes go inside. 1, 2, 3 diamond meshes. Oh, look at that. That is a big upgrade to our sluicing department. One of the funny things I will do is I will actually give this guy 16.8 million storage. I kind of want to see how much storage we can, how much cobblestone we can generate over the course of this video. Because when we're talking about cobblestone generators, you can get up to a diamond generator, for which you do need to do alloying, which is kind of funny. Yeah, this is kind of now a landmark in the base. That's kind of funny. All right, I think it's time we finally play around with some machines. Most importantly, I want to get into power. It is time for some power. We need a magmatic boiler, a steam boiler add-on, and a steam engine. That is probably the first power generation that we're going to have in a long time. First machine in our Oceanblock world is going to be, or the first Oritech machine, the magmatic boiler. I guess for now, any places is good. Please add missing core blocks. What? Hold G to open a guide. Here we go. What is this? Primitive machine core. Oh. That's what it is. I'm suspecting this is what you need. Oh my god. Now, there was a blueprint available for the steam boiler, and the basics of this machine were an automated water source and an automated lava source that would then lead into this magmatic boiler that would produce steam, and a steam engine that could then turn that into energy. Now, luckily, the blueprint was available, because without that, I'd be totally lost. So I just built the blueprint down to a T. And after a very small amount of time, we were producing liquid steam, which in turn produced us FE. So the issue that we had constantly of not having power was now finally solved. That also meant that we now had enough power to run our enrichment chamber, as well as our metallurgic infuser. With those two problems out of the way, we could finally learn about a powered foundry, which was a new machine that would allow us to make certain types of alloys. Alloys we could not make with our regular forge. And you can't really get tired of these animations from the Oritech machines, to be honest with you. With all that out of the way, we needed to unlock one more type of smelter, which required us to set fire to a little bit of deep slate. After that, we had the alloy smelter in our system as well. We have to get into pneumatics. Let's go ahead and look into the steaming ahead chapter. What we need to do now is we need to work on learning to manipulate pressure. The first things that we're going to do is make a pressure tube and make a reinforced pressure tube as well, which means we are going to need a whole lot of steel, which means that we just have to give this a nice little 2 stacks of coal. Now, it seems we already had enriched iron in here, which means that we are now just going to be able to make pure steel dust. And let's see if hoppers actually work, because that is the second question that I wonder about. If I take this out, yeah, that works. Okay, this can just run for a little while. This is going to make us probably 3 to 4 stacks of enriched iron. Then we just have to respin it once. And then we're working on the pressurized reinforced tubes. There we go. That is the start of something great. A stronger version of the basic pressure tube. They can be camouflaged and tube modules can be placed for additional functionality. Max safe pressure 10 bars. 10 bars is a lot of pressure. Now, 2 additional things we need to do. We need to make something that is stronger than diamonds, and we need to become an engineer, which means we're gonna have to pump creosote into fluid tanks, which actually shouldn't be too bad. Then we should just be able to activate these guys. And that does fill up our creosote oil. Now we can just grab creosote oil. That completed so many tasks. Oh my god. We can make a treated wooden fence. And then we make a engineer's workbench. So this is what we need in order to start becoming an electrical engineer, which is going to require us to make or get an engineer's blueprint and a vacuum tube. Next on the same level is going to be stronger than diamonds. Powered foundry is much better than I thought at forging metals together. I've been able to create a new type of alloy that is incredibly strong, even stronger than diamonds. Craft an adamant ingot in the foundry. Whoa! Oh, it's so much cheaper in the foundry. What? Diamond and nickel. Look at this crafting table, by the way. We are going to need a whole new section for this stuff. Yeah, that's a lot better. Foundry. Time to go, baby. Adamant ingot. Oh, my days. Look at all this stuff. Chainsaw. Okay. This is used in all of the higher tiered machines. Right. Or at least the higher tiered machines from Oritech. What is this? Particle accelerator linear motor to make an enderic rail gun? Damn. Adamant is even stronger than steel. I can easily use these to give these pressure tubes even more of a reinforcement. Oh. I'll upgrade these to a stack of upgraded pressure tubes, and we'll upgrade that to a stack of adamant upgraded pressure tubes. There we go. New chapter unlocked. That's what I'm talking about. Becoming an electrical engineer is the next task on the list. I feel like Edison right now. Sitting at this table has activated something in my brain. After researching and creating some blueprints, I believe I have figured out how to make a simple device to control electric currents within a vacuum. Or at least that's what the blueprint says. Always make more resources than you need for crafts. That will always help out. So, the engineer's blueprint. Right, we put in the blueprint and we make some vacuum tubes. Oh yeah. A breath of fresh air. The advanced pressure tubes can easily handle high amounts of pressure, like we saw, 20 bars. With a vacuum tube, I should be able to control the flow of Oh, that was these things. Oh my god, you scared me. I should easily be able to control the flow of electricity to convert basic power into pressure. All right, here we go. This is the flux compressor. Converts forge energy compatible with RF and many other mods into compressed air. Base efficiency of 40%. 100 FE to generate 40 mLs of compressed air. Okay, so if we want to upgrade our machines from pneumatic craft, we're going to need something called a thermopneumatic processing plant. If we want to harness the pressure that we've generated, we're going to need to make a multi-block structure. And if we want to dive to the bottom of the ocean, we're gonna need a pressure suit. I am thinking we hook this up to the system. I need to build a second location where we can process all of this energy. We can finally go about setting up our beautiful flux compressor. I'm gonna set this up probably over here. Right, what are we dealing with over here? Redstone behavior, problems, pressure. This machine requires or produces heat. Heat can be applied by placing a block that generates heat next to this machine. Think of a vortex tube, but also lava and torches. Cool down a machine, remove a heat source, and or speed up the process by placing down heat sinks or cold blocks. What is a heat sink? Aha. Block that disperses heat into the air. It only connects to the block it's on. We're gonna need a heat sink. Because if it's already given me 2 warnings that this machine generates heat, and I think if it generates too much heat, it's gonna go kaboom. We don't want no kaboom, is what I'm thinking. Heat sink applied. Hook this puppy up right there. Output on the bottom. That makes a really obnoxious sound. This machine is used to discharge or charge items which operate on pneumatic power. Charging station, first thing we make. Literally the first thing we make. Charging station. Okay, sweet. Then we also have to make our pneumatic armor set. We're going to need a lot of these air canisters. This is going to require a lot of compressed iron, which is the one we make using explosions on cast iron. Bombs away! Ooh, that was a lot of compressed or a lot of iron lost there. I need 4 for the boots. I think 5 for the helmet. No, 7 for the helmet. And then the leggings require 4. So 7 for the helmet, and 4 for the leggings. That seems a bit strange. We are making a suit ready to go to the bottom of the ocean. And just like that, we have our pneumatic set completed. I am compressed iron man. Okay. So we get an item life upgrade, a speed upgrade, and 50 experience. Not sure what these do. But let's go ahead and give this a little spin, shall we? Insert in a charging station to install upgrades. Manage upgrades. Speed. Life upgrade. Item life upgrades make this armor piece slowly auto repair at the cost of air. More upgrades means faster repair, but progressively more inefficient air usage. Scuba upgrade. Ooh. Definitely want scuba upgrades. How expensive is that? Ferrocore ingots. Upgrade matrices. Oh, that's fine. Compressed iron gear. Oh, we need more compressed iron. Is there not an easier way to make this? Of course there is, in a pressure chamber. We should really make that. Pressure chamber walls. We're gonna need pressure chamber valves and pressure chamber interfaces. This will need to be a decent sized machine, at least 3x3x3. The orange side is the output. The valve is used to pump in air. Make sure to place a security upgrade. Right, okay, I do have a security upgrade. Orange is the output. Blue should be the input, I believe. Pressure chamber valve. This is where the air is going to come inside of. Problems. The pressure chamber multi-block is not properly formed. So then the question becomes... There we go. Now the pressure chamber is built rather well. Okay. This can only hold 5 bars of pressure. That's not a lot. Can I just link these up to the system? Sure can. Sweet. This equals out pressure. Oh, really? This pressure stuff is a lot more complicated than I originally thought. Next up, the thermopneumatic processing plant. Go ahead and give this guy a little spinneroo. That should be it for that little guy. And then we need a upgrade matrix, for which we need a lapis lazuli. Apply at least 2 bars of pressure. The pressure in this should be rising right now. It's just gonna take a little while. Everything stays at an equal amount of pressure. This is it, the moment I've been working towards the entire time. If I use the strength of adamant, I can construct an upgrade that enables my suit to withstand the depths of this vast ocean. I should also make sure I make something that allows me to breathe underwater. Scuba upgrade and depth upgrade MK1. Max save dive depth 160 meters, which allows us to dive down to Y30. Is there another dive upgrade? There is an MK2 upgrade, which requires, wow, a flux gate, eclipse alloy, energetic alloy ingots, and an atomic alloy. That is really expensive. Well, we can melt these alloys. That's no problem. The eclipse ingot is a little bit more... I said a little bit. I didn't mean crazy more expensive. Raw eclipse ore is literally a block of netherite. What in the world? You can make eclipse tools out of that. What? We're gonna need quite a few of these upgrade templates then. Let me go ahead and grab a few more lapis ingots. Well, I can install a security upgrade. That's good. Adds built-in safety valve to the machine, automatically releasing some air if the pressure would rise into the danger zone. Security upgrades are gonna be really important. All right, we're just waiting for the pressure to build up large enough so that this turns into 2 bars of pressure. 2 bars. It is working. There we go. It's making upgrade matrices. Sweet. Let's go. 2, 3. There we go. 5 security upgrades. Please, 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 please. I need these. This is what I was thinking about. Usually machines that are under pressure have automatic release valves just in case of a pressure failure where the machine will end up being overpressurized. And instead of them having, or instead of them exploding, they will release pressure above their safe margin, which is usually a valve that requires a minimum amount of pressure before it can open. So like, it's the same example of like, let's say you have a door and you need to at least push as hard as your body weight in order to open that door. Your body weight would be the maximum safe factor of weight that it can hold. It's kind of the same system. I don't know if I explained that well, but that's how I look at it safety-wise. So we already have access to the scuba upgrade for the helmet. Depth upgrade MK1. Time to go put these bad boys into my compressed gear. Oh yeah. It is the leggings that we need. These need the depth upgrade, and the helmet needs the scuba upgrade. There we go. So, with that done, we unlock the next quest line, which is Under Pressure. This is where the real challenge of the depths starts. I'm kind of hoping we can bump all of this up to 20 bars. 20 bars would be perfect. Everything has security upgrades. The only thing we're waiting on now is for these armor pieces to actually have full bars of pressure. Once we have that, then we head down into the deep unknown, and it's gonna be quite something, right? Now that I can swim a little bit deeper, I can finally see what these giant floating spheres are in the water. That's actually what we're going to be going toward. There are many ancient structures in these waters. Normally, infusing ender pearls with blaze powder gives them the property of locating the home of the Enderman. On this planet, the eyes hunger for something more nautical. Ooh, we need to get prismarine shards for this stuff. Okay. I've started my research for a crystal capable of harnessing a steady flow of power into it. These crystals will allow me to create some advanced technology. I'll need to get off of this planet at some point. Locate a budding amethyst and require amethyst shards. Ooh, okay. Now this is where it's gonna get exciting. This is where it's gonna get real exciting. Oh my god. What is all of this? So the scuba upgrade has been installed. So we should be able to not die is what I thought. Let's see what happens if my air bar runs out. No, I am still taking damage. Okay, I do have the scuba upgrade installed, but it doesn't seem like it's working. So when I toggle the scuba gear now, scuba enabled. Here we go. It does still seem like my... Oh, it replenishes my air bar. Okay, we should be good to go now. Oh my god. Here we go. And we can go down very deep with this. Oh, this is frightening. What are these squids, bro? We're at the bottom of the ocean. We are at the bottom of the ocean. This works. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is cool. Right. We have unlocked the ability to go down to the ocean floor. Let me disable my scuba gear for a second. This does take out a lot of air from the bars. Okay. So I'm going to take my little raft and we're going to go to the first location that we were interested in, which was that thing right there. What are we going to find in this underwater meteor? It's kind of difficult to see what this thing is even all about. There's a bunch of skystone here. It is very dark, however. The mysterious cube. We should be able to mine this up, get a bunch of those little templates. Now, second question. If I want to make night vision enchantment, there is a night vision upgrade. Potions of night vision. We should probably do that. And the next underwater expedition is gonna be at that giant location over here. This looks like it's its own complete island underwater. Probably want an armor upgrade on the helmet and then also the night vision upgrade. Those are gonna be the most important ones, I feel like. Because with the night vision upgrade, we'll actually be able to use our scuba goggles. Because it gets dark down there. It gets very dark. There we go. Night vision upgrade. Armor upgrade on the chest plate. I do wonder what we're going to find down there. We have everything ready. I'm getting out the pickaxe, so we have that to gather up the skulk, because we're going to need quite a bit of the skulk. I'm farming netherite, so we're going to be able to upgrade netherite into the next primo gel. So we're going to need a lot of that. Here we go. This is it. This is the place that I was trying to go to. Enable scuba. Enable night vision. Here we go. This is it. What is this place, bro? Well, there is Skulk. There's also Shriekers. I'm a little bit afraid of those. Is that a spawner? There's a spawner down there. Oh, that is frightening. What did it spawn? What are those things? Okay, let's first go ahead and get a bunch of skulk. Oh god, what is that? Up, 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 up. What is that? It's doing something to me. I don't like that. What are you? Oh, you are angry. I want to be careful because they're shriekers, you know? Those things are frightening. See if we can take out the spawner. That would already be pretty good. Okay. Is that a trial spawner? What is inside of that trial spawner? That has to be some kind of boss. Nah, I don't think we're ready for this place. I can see some kind of boss in this trial. What is that? Oh, dude, this guy wants to throw hands. Oh, come on over here. Let's go then. Yeah, no, this is dangerous. Like, this place is actually dangerous. The shriekers are going off, but they're not spawning anything. I'm going up. Never mind. They are. Oh my god. No cap. I am not fighting a warden here. That would be probably one of the worst case things that can happen. Right. Okay. We learned something new. We learned that there is some kind of boss in the middle of that area. Now, you might be wondering, ElAbro, why are you not taking on that trial spawner? First of all, the shriekers. Second of all, look at my armor bar. We do not have a lot of armor with the scuba gear on. So we're probably getting cooked if we try to fight that. We have collected the skulk. Spinning skulk. There's a mysterious power within this skulk that I found. Let's see what it's made of, shall we? Spin skulk in the centrifuge for enderic compounds. Oh, so we actually just have to make the centrifuge now. And with that, the centrifuge has been made. Time to check out what this puppy can do. There we go. Oh, he takes energy from the side, it seems like. This system is looking pretty ugly right now, but that's okay. The centrifuge separates and transforms items. It can be used to extract ore dust from ore clumps, obtained from a fragment core, spin coal dust into carbon fiber strands, or with a fluid add-on, process oil or wheat into plastic sheets. Right, fluid add-on. That is what we need. Machine fluid add-on, which means that we need carbon fiber. We're going to need some coal dust, which means that we need a pulverizer. Since I had some spare resources, you gotta love that. How many blocks do you require? None. Ooh, you don't even require any machine cores. Sweet. Go ahead and put that crusher over here. Stack of coal goes in. Now we should be making some coal dust. And then the coal dust goes straight into the centrifuge. Meaning, oh wow, look at this thing. Meaning it makes the carbon fiber strands. Oh yes. Which we can then use to make the machine fluid add-on. And this should allow us to then start making plastic and such. The add-on goes right there. Now we can put water and such inside of this. Put that inside of the machine. And then put kelp goo inside. Then it's going to be able to transform this kelp goo into biopolymer. Oh, yes, it certainly can. You know what? The flipper upgrade is right around the corner now. Because the raw biopolymer then gets centrifuged. And it should make plastic sheets, right? Oh my god. And with that, the flipper upgrade has been crafted. Now we go ahead and we put that flipper upgrade into our pneumatic boots. The pneumatic, all of my pneumatic armor has reached 10 bars. So this is all filled up properly. So it's time we go on a big looting spree. We need to gather up a bunch of different materials. Mainly what I'm looking for is like the prismarine stuff. Probably still need some Certus quartz crystals. We're looking for prismarine. We're looking for amethyst. Oh, we can spin some skulk in the meantime as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. We'll grab a stack of skulk. We'll spin a stack of skulk right now. That sounds like a pretty good idea. We have a bunch of these carbon fiber strands. We have some coal dust. The skulk is spinning, so that is in the back works. I am going to hit the sack real quick, and then we're going on a big looting spree. Time to figure out what is at the bottom of the ocean. Ooh, the flipper upgrade is kind of goated. All right, what is all of this? It seems like this is some kind of, I want to say like underwater garden. That's what it looks like. There's sourceberries. There's garden cloches. Ooh, there's just a bunch of different plants here. The cool thing that we found in this structure, though, is we found 2 nature seeds, 2 dirt seeds, 2 stone seeds, and 2 wood seeds. That is really good. Like, that is really, really good. This could be... I see amethyst. I think I see amethyst. Yeah, that's amethyst. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a trial spawner down there. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, what I probably want to do is I probably want to flood this place, right? What does this trial spawner spawn? Oh, what are you? Oh, that's a... That thing's a freak. Oh, that deals a lot of damage. What are these things? Oh, 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 oh. That is dangerous. We are getting out of here. Yep. They do a lot of damage, though. Like 2.5 hearts per hit. I'm not geared up for that. We did get our first pieces of amethyst, though. We should probably keep that waypoint on here, just in case we want to come back. Now, that leads me to believe that the next place that we find also has amethyst, and also will have a trial spawner, because these things look exactly the same on the map. Grab that amethyst cluster. Perfect. What is the yellow marker going to be? It looks like a white structure. So this is something different. We haven't seen this structure before. Okay, what do we got going on here? That is not a spawner. I do see some prismarine blocks, which I definitely want to gather up. Oh, this is just one of these underwater ones with barrels and stuff. Okay. Oh, that gives us the prismarine shards and crystals. Oh, prismarine sand for the win. I do wonder if we can use a garden cloche in order to grow these essence seeds. Then hook them up to drawers and hook the drawers up to our system. That could be pretty interesting. One of the things I have noticed is that The rest of my suit doesn't lose a lot of pressure, but my helmet does end up losing a lot of pressure. Probably because of the scuba upgrade, but this helmet definitely needs to go back into the system to get repressurized. Right, let's read up on the quests. Wait, we got a steaming ahead quest done. Oh, this is what these quests were explaining. Right. Okay, let's see what kind of rewards we get from this. These could be some pretty good rewards. An efficiency add-on is pretty good. Oh yeah, we'll figure out the garden cloche soon as well. So we get an amethyst cluster, which is kind of nice. And then it teaches us about ancient infusion. The amethyst crystals are magical for sure, but they aren't strong enough to handle a basic flow of power. Even though it is ancient, Skulk has to have some magical properties to it. Maybe if I infuse the amethyst in some way. Acquire echo shards from either the warden or crafting it with Ars Nouveau. Oh, enchanting apparatus with dimensional shards, which are pretty much a bit of everything. Quartz, dust, amethyst, and skulk, and then dimensional shard. Ah. Oh, and we need to use a lot of amethyst with that. Now we need to get into ancient infusion, and we also need to make a nautical eye. Now, I'm kind of curious to see where a nautical eye would lead us, because normally an Eye of Ender leads us to the stronghold. So what will it do in this world? Aquatic catalyst. I followed the nautical eye deep underwater. It wants me to go further, but there seems to be a small structure that has an aquatic catalyst in the middle of it. I'm thinking this has to be used to activate something within the structure. Find or craft an aquatic catalyst as well as some prismarine to fuel it. Underneath that small structure was a massive crystal. There are tons of crates and blocks that were left behind by previous explorers. These catalysts have channels on each side, which means that something should be able to flow through them. Using the aquatic catalyst, activate the crystal and use it to create aquamarine steel ingots. Whoa. Okay. Okay. There is a prism monocle that gives you an extra 2 base armor. Ooh, that is huge. So I'll need to keep these with me. If we want to go and make some aquamarine crystals or some crazy new material. Okay, that being said, I do want to figure out how these garden cloches work. Since we'll be able to get water out of these guys. There we go, there we go. That should fill these guys up with water. So they got water, they got power, they got seeds. Oh, it's working! Look at that! Oh, wow, it produces really fast. And now we gotta figure out a way how to output. Oh, wait, is this the output? No, there's no way. Oh my god, that's the output. Wait, hold on. Can I just do a drawer then? Oh, you can! Oh! Oh, that also just makes for a really nice looking system. Oh my goodness. Right, so we have a bunch of essences now. That's rather exciting. So it's the echo shards that we need to work on now and the aquatic crystal power. Using the power of the crystal, I should be able to transmute certain items. Oh, explorer's compass? Really? Right, interestingly enough, I've figured out a way to farm amethyst. These little guys turn blocks of amethyst into budding amethyst, and they'll grow amethyst buds, and they'll store them in this chest. Now, the way you do that is by making a Dominion wand, and then you can select these guys on a block to set it as their home. You place storage next to the home block, and they will gather it up. So these guys should be fixing my amethyst, which is perfect. Then we've got a setup for Ars Nouveau for enchanting right here. All right, we have a full set of pneumatic gear again, fully pressurized. We're gonna make the echo shards very soon. First, I want to figure out if we can't find one of these nautical places, for which I need this, a nautical eye. Might be quite the trip that we're gonna be going on here. I'll bring all of my stuff with me, and let's go ahead and figure out if we can't find where this nautical eye is gonna lead us. So we're well on our way to get into, I would say, the late or end game of Oceanblock, which is rather exciting. I definitely want to uncover the mysteries of this pack. Oh, that might be it. That looks like something completely different. I haven't seen that before. Oh, what's the eye saying? No, the eye's going another way. Oh my god, really? All right, let's go ahead and see what happens. What is this? Oh, it's one of the gardens. You know, not too bad to find a garden, though. I don't mind that a lot because we can probably get some new essence seeds here. Go ahead and disable scuba, disable night vision. We get a couple of garden cloches. Oh, these are nature seeds again. Wait, are they the same kinds of seeds? Yeah, stone seeds, nature seeds, dirt, and wood. Yep, same seeds. Okay. Did get 2 more garden cloches, which are very easy to automate. That took 0.3 bars out of my gear. Man, where are you leading me? You're leading me northwest again. Wait, again? All right, so I've had to do a little bit of research to figure out where this structure is, or like what this structure is. Now, we have located one. One of the things that's pretty interesting is this structure is very, very small. We also don't have a lot of time to find it since we only have 3 bars of pressure. So I'm going to try to wiggle my way through these squids. I do see the structure. Here it is. This is it. We need to try and make our way down since it spawns in a cave underneath this structure. We are not that lucky. Okay, 2.6 bars. We're going to cut it really close. We might have to visit back at home for a second. Yeah, we are going to have to. I don't want to do this with low pressure. We are so far from base. 4,000 blocks. Wow. It spawns in a small area around the structure underground. So you have to do a little bit of digging around to find the cave. We have arrived back at base camp. Let's go ahead and charge up our pneumatic helmet. Now we can try to figure out all the things we need for Nautic. This is still showing the same direction. It's showing only this direction, so I hope that's not all there is to it. I hope we got something closer. Right, in the meantime, let's go out with our little boat shack. We can throw eyes now, just like this, without needing to get out of the boat, which is kind of what I'm thinking should be the easiest way to find this place. I at least hope so. I'm hoping we can just find one that's closer by, because I have a feeling we always overshot it with our cutter, and we ended up not being able to find it due to that. Oh! Well, I guess I was right. There is a place right next to our base. Oh, dude, this is awesome. You just got to figure out what the issue is and then solve it accordingly. That is great. I am thinking manage upgrades. Here we go. Each volume upgrade increases this armor piece's air storage capacity. That means if we install that upgrade on the helmet, we'll be able to dive for longer. I think making volume upgrades and charging upgrades will be quite beneficial. The armor upgrades we'll get into after we're able to make the prismarine or the aquarine iron. Oh, volume upgrades are actually very cheap to make. That is not bad at all. Right, so chest upgrade. Put a volume upgrade into that. That should already be better. Put a charging upgrade in there. A life upgrade and an armor upgrade. All good. Speed upgrades seem to not really affect... Yeah, speed upgrades don't affect armor. Okay, that's the chest plate. What about the helmet? Life upgrade, scuba upgrade, night vision upgrade, plus a volume upgrade. Maximum upgrades for the volume, 25. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Next up, leggings upgrade. When we put that volume in, that's when the pressure... Ah, okay. Interesting. It halves the pressure, but it probably adds so much more volume. Double the volume, it should be. Okay, meaning I should charge my whole set just that little bit longer. Go ahead and let that do its thing while we get some more food, some new food. We're kind of done with the nautical eye now, which is pretty interesting. I want to make a bunch of armor upgrades. We're going to need 16 in total for armor upgrades. They require each 3 diamonds and 1 aquarine steel ingot. The only other thing we're going to need is an assembler, for which we just need 2 auto crafters, or 2 crafters, rather said. Right on time, the assembler. How many blocks do you require? 3. It isn't the prettiest system right now, but it's functional. Right, and then you just take your items and then you can make some new recipes. Okay, sweet. We're gonna go for a quick little diver. Generally speaking, this is still a pretty safe area. Wait. Yo, hold on. seeing as this whole section is elevated, do you think what I think, that is the actual like place that we're looking for? I think there's a we're probably gonna need that catalyst right here, right? Probably gonna need something. I would assume something like that, right? Okay, I'm just free balling here, but I think it would be something like that, right? Unless to activate it, place the aquatic catalyst a few blocks away from one of the crystal's sides. Make sure the small hole is facing the crystal. Now it should work. Aha! Perfect. All right, this beam can kill me, so I do want to be careful about that. How long will this take to turn into aquamarine steel? Throw them into the beam under the crystal. Wait. Oh. Okay, so just straight under. Oh, I see. Right, turn all of that into prismarine or aquamarine steel, baby. Woo! That is fast. That is so fast. We are good to go. We have created aquamarine steel. Definitely gonna make a monocle. It's just +2 armor. That's amazing. That being said, oh, we get a laser junction. Look at that. Right, I think we return back to base camp for a second here. We have ourselves a small platform with a teleporter. So now we should just be able to scuba enabled, night vision enabled. Oh yeah, that teleports us like 120 blocks. Oh my goodness, that's pretty good. Wait, we need to make 16 of these armor upgrades, right? Probably like 14, since some of my equipment already has some. Oh, that drains the RF. Oh my god. Ooh, this is gonna be pretty slow, isn't it? Right, it's gonna be pretty slow, but it can just do its thing. Right, you can just go ahead and start making those armor upgrades. We'll check back on that in like probably a day. In the meantime, we gotta go ahead and make the Nautic mixer. Now, how does this thing work? The raw power from this crystal should have more use than just purifying items. Mixer can convert items and fluids into something new. To use it, only one item can be placed in from each cardinal direction. To power it, it must have a beam flowing into the top. Use the mixer with an abyssal pearl, polymorphic fluid, blaze bloom goo, and that makes a void shimmer. This is pretty interesting. The void shimmer can also make ferrocore, can also make blaze ember, can make raw primal coal, can make raw celestigem, everything that the previous tier can. Oh, this one also, oh no, the shadow pulse goo makes the eclipse alloy. Okay, now the void shimmer we're probably gonna need to use to make shadow pulse. Got it. So I can actually use this blaze bloom goo that I have, and I can use that to upgrade it. These two go in there. We add the polymorphic fluid, and it's mixing. Oh my god. Void shimmer goo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Right, next thing we're gonna do, we are gonna make some echo shard, and we're gonna make that eclipse alloy. All right, check this out. We are gonna do some ritual. So we go like that, skulk, dimensional shard, and top that off with an amethyst crystal. We're doing ocean magic now. Well, must admit, doing ocean magic is kind of cool. All right, 5 echo shards. Oh, we're rich now. The next thing that we need to work on is the last piece of the puzzle remaining for the void shimmer, which is the power of the end. I don't believe I'll ever make it to the home of the Enderman, but I believe I can at least harness the power from the end. I'll need a ton of ender pearls for this to work though. We are gonna need a bunch of ender pearls, which I have 9. I'm not sure if that's enough. We are going to need a gateway. Ha! Enderman gateway. Oh, what is all this? Oh, you're joking. So it needs to be chilled. Abyssal pearl, primal coal, mineral resin. That's not too bad. Oh, I only have one of these abyss fragments. Ah, we're gonna have to go and kill something. The other thing I am wondering is, I at some point came across these micro missiles, which Shouldn't be too... Forget I said anything. I do not know how to operate this pressure chamber. Oh, we can easily make a trident now. Yeah. It comes with Riptide. Wait, hold on. What if I don't want Riptide, though? Oh, to be fair, I can just use a grindstone. If I don't want Riptide. Should work that way, right? Yeah, perfect. Look at the sea. Loyalty 3. There we go. Right, so this should just come back to me, right? Certainly does. All right, 2 golden apples, 19 golden carrots. There's no way we can make god apples, right? Believe I already checked that. What? You can craft the... Whoa! Yo, pause. Gold has just become the #1 important resource. Half a stack of gold blocks. Boom! Okay, now we're... I was not sure if we were going to be able to get all of the abyssal fragments, but dude, 4 golden apples, 2 totems, trident, pneumatic gear. It's literally going to be free. All right, we are going to fight these mobs real quick. Whoa! That was close. That was way too close. Oh my goodness. Oh no, all my items are floating up. Give that to me. It gave me an elytra. What? There's no way. You can only make it with a particle accelerator or a super rare drop from a black barrel. I haven't even seen the black barrel. That spawns in the rift. That is quite something. That being said, I feel like the loot from... Like, they're very difficult enemies to kill. Even ended up popping a totem. And they're not giving me that many abyssal fragments. So I think we loot up the castles. Oh, these things are hard to hit, bro. I forgot about that. Another abyssal fragment. We have 4. This is literally the easiest you can do. And I got another one from the spawner itself. Look, we just got 4. What? All right. Let's go ahead and play with some Endermen. Right, this should give me a bunch of rolls, though, is what I'm kind of hoping. Oh, yeah, dude, this was fine. 29 ender pearls, though. Super. Okay, now we should have enough ender pearls to go ahead and start getting into the new crazy materials. Then we're going to be able to make a set of 4 alternators and 1 ender crafter. And then to make the ender star... We need a nether star. Oh, really? Oh, we're going to have to go into the nether. Ooh, okay. Right, let's head into the nether and start grinding away for a wither skeleton skull. Oh, I got it. Nice. All right, I'm getting... out of here, bro. Enough tomfoolery. Went from level 33 to 39. Bam! Wither in an ocean-only world. You know, that's quite the interesting predicament. I think we'll have this in the bag, right? This should be pretty manageable. I'm just gonna have to face tank it. Oh! I didn't think it was going to do that much damage. What is that about? Ah! Missed the trident again. I don't have any food on me. That is an issue. Okay, this is cooked. How and why is that even a thing? Okay, food supply is good. There's no potion of wither resistance, right? No, only wither. That's power 4. I'd prefer like infinity. Infinity would have been nice. We can make a power 4 punch 1 unbreaking 3 bow, however. So that's good. We only have 1 totem this time. This is all or nothing. 5 god apples, 6 relic apples. Go in with the god apple real quick. Oh my god, he's actually hurting like crazy. Bro, look at this. Relic apple for the full heal. Full heal going off. That's it. That's it. Ah! Glad we got that fight out of the way. Time for some good old ender crafting. First time really playing around with ender crafting, to be fair. So I'm really curious to see what that is gonna do. This should be the recipe. It seems like these guys draw particles from the air to make a craft happen. Ender Star, the last remaining piece of the puzzle. Look at that. We get another Ender Star, we get Wither Souls, and we get 50 EXP. Now, on to the last remaining thing to do. And that is to make Shadow Pulse goo, which we can actually do right now. Not gonna lie, cold name, really cold name. Shadow Pulse goo. This is what I'm talking about. That means we need to make Eclipse Alloy. Eclipse Alloy, very expensive, because you make that by putting blocks of netherite next to Shadow Pulse goo. Yes, blocks of netherite. 4 netherite blocks. This is the most stacked I have ever been on netherite in any pack. And what are we going to use that netherite for? Well, it is going to go straight into the Shadow Pulse. There we go. Raw Eclipse Ore. 36 netherite. No, wait. Yeah, 36 netherite. Another 3. And another 4. 14 raw Eclipse Ore. This is 4 blocks of netherite worth of Eclipse Ore. That leads us to platinum. I'm excited to see all of the different materials and metals that I'll be able to use with Shadow Pulse goo. More importantly, the liquid fuel I can make with this should be extra potent. Craft or find platinum, then smelt it into ingots. Adamant dust and Eclipse Amber fuel. Okay, so we need Eclipse Ember, which is unrefined. Unrefined, we need Void Flame. Void Flame, we need unrefined. Unrefined, we need Blaze Ember. Blaze Ember, we need unrefined Blaze Ember. Unrefined Blaze, we need polymorphic. Yo! That is, not gonna lie, pretty dog. What? Okay, this is gonna become quite the process to make this. After a long journey, we have just made us Eclipse Amber Fuel. Now we just need Adamant Dust, Eclipse Amber Fuel, and Superheated. So the Eclipse Amber Fuel, we put inside of a superheated tempered glass jar. Put that inside with the Eclipse Amber Fuel, and that should make us platinum. Raw platinum. And we gotta melt 1 ingot down into a platinum ingot. That is a big quest completed, because we also get a rare loot crate. What can we get in some of these things? Eclipse Alloy ingots. Whoa, templates. Flux dust. Flawless budding circus quartz. Whoa. Random relic crate. Infinite ham. What do we get? Flawless budding circus quartz. Okay. That is rather good. Right, so we are 1 step closer to the diving MK2 upgrade, which allows for a max safe depth of 256. Now, the thing is, with that depth marker that we can go to, it seems like we have to go even deeper to access a final rift. That's where all the mysteries of this pack lie, literally within that. We need to get started on laser focus. Echo shards are exactly what I need. These crystal shards can easily handle any amount of power thrown into it. Now I can use these crystals to create a machine that focuses power into a single point, creating a laser. Okay, an enderic lens, which needs some enderic compound, an echo shard, and an adamant ingot. Ooh. That is the first enderic lens done. Oh, we get a rare loot crate. Hold on. Auxiliary processing chamber add-on? Okay. Well, that sounds crazy. What does this do? Allows an additional recipe instance to be processed per cycle. Oh. You know what? That's actually kind of a cool add-on. I want to be able to control where the enderic lens zaps. So this machine should be more like an arm that bends. Of course, I'll need a remote to control it as well. Wait, what? Hold on. Target designator and fluxite. How do we make fluxite? Oh, wow. Really? Well, that is interesting. It's a good thing that I'm making those over there. All right, here we go. The enderic laser has been made. Now we just need the target designator, for which we're going to need some plastic sheets, and we're going to need processing units, which is also plastic sheets. Okay. Oh, an airdrop has landed. Wait, where is that? Ooh, you know what? Hold up, hold up. What do we got in this one? Xenium ingots, emerald apples, glyph of blink, tertium essence, glyph of split, glyph of lightning. Wow, we're getting a lot of glyphs from Ars Nouveau. Whole bunch of gold. Okay. 4K ME storage part, reflecting necklace, a totem of undying, a blaze gold block. Oh! There we go. Processing units are finished. How much cobblestone are we on right now? 105k. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and make our target designator. Now I'm just going to place this here. This is going to need one machine block. There we go. Laser is done. Oh. Right. Okay. Interesting. All right, we have 8 fluxite now. A very important resource in our research, right? Rare loot crate. Now we're getting into the rare loot crates. Garnet netherite ring. 10 attack damage. 10% attack damage. Ooh, nice. The fluxite is a crystal that is specifically designed to allow perfect flow of electricity. That's what I'd say if I wanted to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just guessing at this point. Installing one of these into a circuit board might allow me to control exactly how my suit responds to pressure. Craft a flux gate. So that's the platinum, a processing unit, and 2 fluxite. Okay. The flux gate has been made. Right. The flux gate has been made, which gives us another rare loot reward. Which in this time we get a random relic crate. That's huge. Drowned belt. Increase the damage dealt by the player underwater by 178%. That's huge. All right, so 2 things that we're gonna need now is we're gonna need to make the fragment forge, and then we're gonna need to make the depth upgrade, which is gonna be pretty dang awesome. So what we need the fragmenting for is we're gonna be able to make a bunch of new items. Most importantly, we were trying to make platinum and fluxite. Fragment forge completed. There we go. Oh yeah. Fragment forge done. Okay, this is pretty dope though. He has room for a bunch of add-ons, by the way. Like a bunch of add-ons. How much Easium do we got? We have 10, it seems like. Oh, we also have some raw Easium. Hold on. Okay. Can use it for fragmenting. That's pretty good. I'm gonna use it all for fragmenting. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and have this fragment forge do a good job at this. It drains power like crazy though. Oh, because my system can't keep up. Okay, that's why. To be fair, I have a lot of machines hooked up to just this one magmatic boiler. So I guess that's kind of fair. I would like to get into solar panels though. I think we actually can get into solar panels very fast. I do want to get into the big solar panel, which we will unlock now. Very expensive recipe, however, since this guy takes 2 flux gates, 5 fluxite, advanced battery, and a machine core. So this is one of the most intense recipes, I would say. that we have access to. Good thing is we have 6 fluxite, so we're kind of good on that. Advanced battery. And then big solar panel. Multi-block requiring 15 machine cores. Generation rate depends on the machine core quality. Okay. 7, can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, this requires so many. That's crazy. All right, first things first. Time for the big solar panel. I do think we could probably make a few extra of these solar panels. So I'll just go ahead. Add all of these blocks here. Oh, here we go. Big solar panel. Production rate 1536 with a multiplier of 3. The large energy storage holds a base value of 20 million RF, which can be upgraded with add-ons. The large energy storage accepts energy from all green ports, but can only output through the single red port. Redstone single will disable all the output. You know what? This could... I was going to say this could really be beneficial for us, but look at that sheer cost to make this thing. Flux gate, fine wires, dubious containers. So to that end, I'm gonna get some bigger cables because this thing is probably gonna be juicing up quite a bit, right? We're probably more so looking at these things. Oh, we're gonna need redstone and copper. Okay. All right. So we have moved our whole system of machines from this area over to this area, which makes it look a lot cleaner. And I have a much better overview of all my machines now. We can just do fragmenting, we can do centrifuging, pulverizing, we can do foundry work, assembly work, we can do pretty much anything now. But this means we are finally ready to make ourselves the MK2 depth upgrade, which is rather exciting. Now, for the MK2 upgrade, what are we missing? We're missing 1 flux gate and we're missing 1 atomic alloy, which means that we're gonna need some refined obsidian dust, which shouldn't be too bad to make. We can fragment it from refined obsidian ingots. Then we go over to the metallurgic infuser. Grab this, grab that. That should be processing. I need 2 atomic alloys right now. There we go. The top tier alloy has been unlocked. And we also have a new food, which gives us a new heart. That's kind of nice. That makes us the flux gate. And now we're able to make a depth MK2 upgrade. Boom. Oh yeah. No pressure. Now, what does this mean for us? Pretty much, we're going to fully charge our equipment now. And we're going to go over to the pants. We're going to select our upgrade. We're going to install that depth MK2 upgrade. This means we have completed the chapter fully. And that means we have unlocked the last chapter, which is gonna throw us in for a loop, I think, because the final quest of this chapter is gonna be a way back home. I'm starting to think being able to swim this deep is kind of a problem. Right under my escape pod, I started hearing whispers. This mysterious power called out to me. I didn't see anything on the ocean floor, but the whispers got louder. Observe the rift portal frame. Swim underneath your escape pod and dig beneath the ocean floor to find the rift portal. All right, first things first, we are making ourselves a stronger necklace that's going to give us 5 extra max health. So we go from 3 to 5. That is quite the increase. Platinum should give us a 2 increase. This is going to give us another 4 armor, which is kind of huge. So I give myself this ring and I get 2 armor. So now we've got 10% attack damage, we've got more armor, and we have more max health, which is kind of huge. That being said, we are pretty deep into Oritech right now. And I was reading through some of these quests and I've actually found a pretty interesting chapter. The Cybernetic Augmentation Center. This allows you to install cybernetic augments directly into your body, providing you with a variety of passive benefits and active abilities. This sounds insane. That being said, I really want to unlock this. For that, we'll also need to make a large energy storage, which is rather expensive. But the cybergenetic one seems to be pretty aight to make. And then we're going to need to make a bunch of different stations, like the cybernetic station, the quantum research station, and the arcane research station. Although I'm not really sure how this arcane one's going to work, since this is quite expensive. Right, okay, first machine has been made, which is the large energy storage, requiring 3 machine cores, 8 add-on slots, 5,000 RF per tick. It can transfer. There's an energy storage of 20 million RF. This is a really good block. Like, this is a really good energy storage block. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place that there. We're gonna make this input. The input slot is from the back, so we're gonna come around here, and it can store 20 million FE. Then we route that into this advanced energy cube, and that one can transfer into this sort of machine line. Right, there we go. The cybernetic augmentation chamber. A little bit of an expensive recipe, but now we are getting into the good stuff. We're gonna get some cybergenetic augments going. We can already make the first research station that we need for this, which I think unlocks the base augmentations. This is probably going to be a rather large structure, right? Yeah, it definitely looks like it'll be quite large. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 7 more. This is going to be the augmentation chamber. It can store 500 million FE. So I'm guessing this is going to be rather crazy. Oh, this also needs 3 machine cores. Okay, so the first research station is going to need 3 machine cores. I'm very curious to see what kind of craziness we can get into with this. I'm not really sure what this is going to be. But, oh, I guess we're about to figure it out now. Oh, Steel Fist. Reinforces fists with sharpened steel. Adds 4 attack damage points. Synthetic muscles. Interlaces synthetic muscle fibers for smoother, more powerful strides. Movement speed. Provides base 4 armor. Hardened plating. Ooh. Ah, here we go. Steel infused frame. Integrates a durable framework, enhancing the body's resilience. Increases maximum health by 6. Woo! And you can advance this like very far. Oh my goodness. This is really sick. I definitely feel like this would be one of the first ones I want to get, which means that we're going to need powdered coal. Oh, this is expensive. Wow. A stack of iron reinforced plating. 8 steel ingots. We are going to need so much steel. Okay, I guess we're on a steel grind right now. While we're making this second research station, which is the quantum research station, we needed a new ingot, which is a duracium ingot, which we can make in the alloy forge with a netherite ingot and platinum. This is a crazy new ingot that we're making right now. Duracium. Now, we should have all the resources ready in order to make the quantum research station, which is the second tier of body enhancement mods. Now, this one also requires 3 machine cores, which should be no problem to make. There we go. Which we can add over here. And that makes us our new body modifications. Now, this allows us, for example, permanent night vision and probably a couple of other upgrades, but it seems like we have to get other upgrades first. Also, we're gonna need a stack of steel and 8 duracium ingots in order to get the hardened plating, which is quite crazy. Now, luckily, I'm making a whole bunch of steel right now. I had a stack of steel smelting, and I have another 55 right here that we can go ahead and burn down. So we should be good on that. It seems like our big solar panel can't keep up with the demand that my machines are asking for right now. That leads me to believe I should probably install another one of these big solar panels, which I hope I have the resources for. Yeah, we certainly do. Another big solar panel. There we go. Which requires us to get another 15 machine cores. And these are probably going to become improved ones. Because I can comfortably make these 15, right? There we go. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and give us an extra bit of oomph. There we go. Go ahead and build this up with machine cores. Now my machines should be running full time. Oh, yes, they are. Nice. We're not building up a backlog, so I think right now, we're just reaching maximum output, which is good. Oh, this one's probably stacking up now. Yeah. We're going to need we're going to need millions of FE to do these body modifications. So this guy stacking up to 500 million FE wouldn't be bad. We're going to do our first body modification here real soon. The only thing I have left to collect is half a stack of coal dust. Here we go. This is the most expensive thing we've done so far. Half a stack of coal dust, 8 steel ingots, and 64 iron reinforced plating. Here we go. Integrates a durable framework, enhancing your bodies. Increases maximum health by 6. 10 million RF. Research time of 20 seconds, and a hefty sum of money. Here we go. Cybernetic Research Station. We're going to bump ourselves up to over 2 health bars with this. This is our first body mod we do. Boom. Unlocked. Oh, yeah. We need 8 steel and 16 iron to install the mod onto our body. Okay. Back into the research station we go. Install. Steel infused frame has been installed. We are up and we have more health now. Next body mod. I'm definitely thinking about the hardened plating. I definitely want that, which is a stack of steel, 16 diamonds, and duratium ingots, for which we're going to need netherite and platinum. Now, I don't really have a good way of getting netherite right now. Diamond mesh gives a higher chance of getting dirty netherite scrap. That'd be better. I can do that real quick. Oh, a 5% with a blazing mesh. Wait, 5% is even better. Okay, but we can do something with this ancient debris, though. Because we can fragment each ancient debris into 2 netherite scrap. So that's kind of huge. We have enough resources to make the duratium ingots now, I believe. Boom, 8 duratium ingots. Another very expensive upgrade in the making right now. Which is gonna be, 80 million RF. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't have that. We just plain old don't have 80 million RF. Seems like we're gonna need to make another big solar panel. Okay, we had to dial back a little bit on the plan that I had for 3 large solar panels. We dial it back to 2 because I've kind of run out of flux, or fluxite rather said. It's very expensive to make the fluxite, like incredibly expensive. So in this case, we are gonna dial it back and we are gonna make 2 big solar panels. I was gonna say 2 big solar panels, but it seems like even then we have run out of fluxite. Like we are totally out. I'm gonna add this big solar panel to the system already. That should help us speed up this. There we go. All right, that should greatly help with the speed at which we're generating power. Yeah, it really does. Okay, that is sweet. If we can get 1 more, then I think we'll be set. In the meantime, we have 80 million FE, so we should be able to get that next research in augmentation done. Because we can begin the research, cybergenetic research, to get ourselves hardened plating, giving us 4 more armor points. That's 4 extra armor bars. So without wearing any armor, I will have 4 bars of armor. So in total, 8 armor. That would be huge. We do unlock 2 more researches after that. And another one after that, which is reactive plating. Flight is crazy. Reduced gravity, cloak. I think that's okay. Weapon reach would be really good. Hyper redundancy matrix. Aegis system is probably going to be pretty good. Psionic strikes will probably be good. And living fortress, just that's probably like the peak. That is probably peak. Right, so to install this, we're going to need 4 duratium ingots. Ooh. That's 4 more netherite. I think we'll be good, though, since we were farming netherite. But dang, these upgrades are expensive. Oh my days. Brother, 50 netherite? Wait, we're going to turn this into 100 netherite scrap using the fragment. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, netherite is a worry of the past. Boom, installed. Look at that armor bar. That is beautiful. Now, next research I was interested in was the carbon reinforced lungs. Reinforces respiratory systems with carbon fibers for increased stamina. Adds 4 health points. Just a bit of steel diamonds and what I think are carbon fiber strands. Wait, that's super easy to get. How much energy cost is it to get this upgrade? This is going to cost 50 million RF. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll probably reach that today. Get another 2 hearts. And then we'll get into the auto feeder upgrade, which then goes into reactive plating, then into the Aegis system, the hyper redundancy matrix, maybe psionic strikes. Oh, but this requires the arcane research station. Oh, right. Okay, so we can go up to hyper redundancy matrix. I think that would be really sick if we can get that. Oh man, I was thinking about going for the particle accelerator to make Fluxide more easy or easier. It links you to the wiki for the particle accelerator. Yeah, nah, I think we're cooked on that. We do not got time for a particle accelerator. Ah, we have 50 million FE. Let's go. Here we go. The carbon fiber reinforced lungs. Begin the research. There we go. Carbon reinforced lungs have been researched. Now we just need 8 carbon fiber strands and 4 duratium ingots, and we can install this puppy. Next body augment, 2 additional hearts. Install that puppy. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Now the auto feeding upgrade, 30 million FE, a stack of processing units, 64 golden carrots, and biofuel or biomass. We go ahead and fragment 4 of these hay bales into a stack of biomass. So that's that. The stack of processing units is going to be quite crazy to have. Deploys nanobots to optimize nutrient intake from the inventory with a higher efficiency of feeding. Bro, that's crazy. Body auxiliary upgrade. Auto feeder, begin research. This is going to be quite the cool upgrade because we're going to be eating at a higher efficiency with nanobots just directly feeding it into our system. Should be quite something. You know, one of the things I'll do is I'll go ahead and put my god apples in my backpack. Since if it just starts eating my buffed up apples, that would be quite bad. Research has been done. Oh, it requires different items. We're going to need half a stack of biomass, stack of item pipes, and 8 hoppers. I mean, that kind of makes sense when we're thinking about like a feeding upgrade. That kind of does make sense. Boom. Now it's just going to eat straight out of my inventory. That should be pretty cool. All right. The next upgrade, the reactive plating. Very high cost. This is insane. But the armor it's going to add is unbelievable. Deploys energy diffusing matrices around vital organs. We do need a stack of energite ingots. What now? Yeah, you heard me. A stack of energite ingots, 32 magnetic coils, and 32 diamonds. Ooh. I think we're done upgrading for now. Ooh. That requires a stack of fluxite. A whole ass stack of fluxite. Yo. Yeah, we're done upgrading now. I would have really liked to get more upgrades or body augments, but that is some next level stuff. Because these amethyst crystals, they don't grow that fast. You need a really big amethyst farm if you want to do this like practically. We're gonna wait for these to fill up fully. with bars of pressure. That should be good. And then we can go out and try to find our original location where we crash landed. Because underneath that is apparently, according to the quest line, some kind of gateway. After finding the portal structure, I have thought more how to activate it in that temple. The goo I have might just be the answer to activate the rift. Portal fluid bucket. What? Unstable portal fluid, which is polymorphic fluid and a portal fluid catalyst. We need to get chorus fruit for that. Item transformation with proto chorus. Oh, that's not too bad to make. I have to activate that rift portal. It is my only way off of this planet. If I can just last a little longer, I can activate the portal using this fluid I've made. Wow. We're going to activate a rift portal and go into a new dimension. A dimension I have never seen before. All right, the armor suit is fully charged up. It is time. We're going to go and see what's up with this rift portal stuff. We're going to be fully utilizing our scuba gear. Wait, actually, maybe not. Because I probably want to save pressure, right? Because we want to save as much pressure as possible for when we actually dive down. Since 2,000 blocks is quite the distance we gotta travel, it would be best if we have as much pressure as possible when we try to go down and figure out what is going on with this rift below the ship, right? We're about to uncover some of the secrets about this world. Oh. Well, it seems like we have found the portal. I'm seeing a bunch of sensors, but I'm not seeing any shriekers, which is good. There's so much amethyst here, though. But this is the portal. Oh my god. It's real. The voices from the rift. Now we need to get the portal fluid catalyst and the actual portal fluid in order to activate this. I'm guessing it needs 9 source blocks of portal fluid, right? That would make the most sense to me. All right, we know what to do now. And, well, when we're talking about a rift dimension, there's a good chance that dimension is not covered in water, right? So I definitely think we need to get our elytra, give it hopefully mending, hopefully unbreaking 3, and we need to prepare a bunch of rockets. Right, we're gonna need to make a bunch of chorus fruit, which means that we're gonna need to make a whole lot of proto choruses, because we're gonna need at least 9 portal fluid catalysts. 9 times 4 is gonna be 36. So 36 chorus fruits. That is more than a stack of ender pearls, more than a stack of 64 ender pearls. Right, okay, we need to do another one of these Enderman gateways. Probably even 2, if I'm being honest with you. Go ahead and spawn the Enderman gateway. And let's go ahead and get some ender pearls. There we go, that is the first gateway cleared. Wow, that gives us so much experience. Holy. We are going to need to go to some ruins. Or, well, I say ruins, but some castles. Because we do need to get a few abyssal pearls if we want to get more ender pearls. All right. Perfect. There we go. 7 abyssal fragments. Do we have enough at home? Maybe. Maybe. All right, sweet. 2 pearls. Here we go. That should already give me... That should also give me a hefty sum of experience. All right, sweet. There we go. 2 gateways completed and a stack and 7 ender pearls. All right, let's go ahead and make all of this into the pseudo... Oh, my storage system is full. Really? Okay, interesting. Right, storage issue fixed. Oh my goodness. That took so much longer than I thought it would. Go ahead and grab some prismarine because we're going to need to use the beam to turn it into prismarine. Going to beam you up. That should give us power. And that should turn everything into chorus fruit. Boom. And to make the portal fluid crystals, these were not too bad to make, the portal fluid crystals. Now, the actual portal fluid was the portal fluid catalyst into polymorphic fluid. So we're also going to need to make some polymorphic fluid catalysts. There we go. Just like that. Now, to turn this into portal fluid, we need to go ahead and use the Shadow Pulse goo. So we're going to need some Skulk, and then we're going to need unstable portal fluid. Here we go. Shadow Pulse goo. Portal fluid in the making. Oh, yes. This is it. We are playing around with ancient magics here. Ancient magics to get ourselves out of this ocean planet. This is it. We're getting close. Look at all the things around us that we have already accomplished. This is crazy. All right, 9 buckets of portal fluid. Yo, dude. Yo. Right, that should have given us the quest as it has. It has. We're gonna enter the rift. What does it give me here? Rift charge meter. A counter that keeps track of the rift charge. Meaning that there's something inside of there that is bad for us. Instead, for a very brief moment, I saw a completely new dimension. Then it was forcibly removed. Empowerer and display stands. Oh, we're gonna get into some craziness, dude. I have 3 god apples with me. I have 3 relic apples with me. We should be good to go, I think. Oh, the emerald apples are even better. Regen 3, absorption 4, resistance 2. Yo, I'm not using emeralds for anything else. Oh yeah, we are 100% using emerald apples. We got loads of these. Loads. This is it. We're about to figure out the mysteries of Oceanblock. There's also a conduit here, which is really cool. Time to go ahead and put a bucket of portal fluid inside. A full-on source block of portal fluid would be better. So we're going to do that really quickly. There we go. I only needed 8, which is interesting. But the portal block into the unknown has been made. This is where we have a chance of finding our way back home. Well, here goes nothing. What just happened? The rift ejected you? What was that? Really, if I can just last a little longer, I can activate the portal using the fluid I've made. Rift charge meter. Rare loot. Oh, we get an auxiliary chamber? Whoa. Another bucket of portal fluid. Extending your time. I didn't teleport home. Instead, for a brief moment, I saw a completely new dimension. Yeah, that's what we saw. Then I was forcibly removed. I felt a dark energy there. Something keeping this portal from allowing me to go home. I should find a way to explore this dimension and stop that energy from taking over the portal. Craft the Empowerer and learn how to empower yourself. Oh, okay. Display stands and Empowerer. We have a new goal. Remember we once saw the black barrels for loot rewards? Maybe those barrels spawn in the rift. Because that's the new dimension, right? The rift. Aha. Okay, see, now we're starting to get somewhere. Restonia crystals, for which we need an atomic reconstructor. Really now? Then we make an atomic reconstructor. And what does this thing do? It has 300,000 crystal flux. It will crystallize any dropped items or blocks placed on either side of the laser. Really? Yeah, that gives it power. Up to 10. Okay, there we go. It's already shooting out laser beams. Right. Oh, redstone torch to deactivate it. We're going to do that real quick. With all these crystals now, we should be able to make the display stands. for which we're going to need a couple of coils. Right, there we go. And then we can make 5 display stands. And a display stand we can then turn with a double battery. Oh, for which we need another one of these coils. We can then turn that into an empowerer. Right, okay. I figured it out. The dark energy I felt in the rift was the same energy that the abyssal pearls have. Using these, I can empower a crystal to extend my time in the rift. Oh, 5-minute base rift time. Wow! Holy! Talk about a recipe cost. Brother, Heisenberg compensator, teleportation core, echo shard, and promethium. Which wow, you need to engrave a Heisenberg compensator with overcharged crystals into promethium using the atomic forge, for which you need flux and duratium. Okay. Right, so when I come over here and I place this little guy down, the empowerer, I go ahead like this. It seems like we can put items on it. And it seems like this requires FE. Okay. So we're going to have to set up a small system over here. I'm going to take out one of these metallurgic infusers. That gives the whole system power. Yeah, perfect. Okay. We need to grind a whole bunch of fluxite. That's one of the things that I've really noticed. Right, that being said, we need to work on these rift attunement crystals. If we do 1 craft of it, we do get 20 minutes in the rift, which is pretty good. The Heisenberg machines also require engraving. Oh, really? So we really just have to make an atomic forge. How many flux gates do I have? I have 2 flux gates, though, so we're good on that. Duratium ingots are not that hard to make because I have netherite. Oh, it really seems like the only viable way to make platinum is, yeah, with Iasium. Whoa, wow. Oh, we can also fragment nickel. Oh, dude, super easy. Osmium has a chance for it as well. Oh, it's guaranteed 2 clumps. Oh, wait, hold on, dude. Crazy. I have so much osmium. We could just have our system run that for a little while. Let's see what happens when I go ahead with that. And then a barrel. I put in the clusters. That does start working. Okay. We have an automated platinum system right now. That is perfect. Oh, yeah. Now we can make a whole bunch of platinum. Because when I combine all of these clumps, we make ourselves platinum clumps. And then with the platinum clumps, we can then spin these into fluxite. Problem solved. All my fluxite issues have been solved. Like, this is game changing. I need a whole bunch of fluxite. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to unlink this for a moment. We're going to take the fluid add-on away for a second. Okay, sweet. Now we're getting fluxite. And then when I come over here to the foundry, I can add these 2 together, and that's going to make me a whole bunch of platinum. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to making it to the rift. Right, so now we have a refinery. Multi-block requiring 9 machine cores and have up to 2 refinery tank chambers on top of it. We should probably make 2 extra ones then. 1, 2. Here we go. So 19 cores in total I need. This is the machine we're going to use to make a bunch of new and interesting liquids. Let's go ahead and add all the machine cores needed for this machine. Aha! That is my new refinery. Cool. Now, the way we use this refinery is we should be able to give it lava and an enderic compound, and then we make 3 new types of fluids. So we're going to have to pump lava in and give this enderic compound. Okay, that's not too bad. We should have everything ready to hook up a lava generator to this thing, right? We go ahead and we dump all of this in. So we come over here, we activate that. That should produce lava. The lava gets pumped into the portable tank. Portable tank pumps the lava into the machine core. A bucket of lava is inside. As you can see, the lava has been put inside. Now we just need enderic compound, and we also need to set up a Triple tank system. It's already making... Oh, it's making steam, sulfuric acid, and shale. Don't really want those, if I'm being honest with you. Now, we should be making all the 3 elements that I need. Oh, yeah. Liquid sulfuric acid, shale fire, and strange matter. Those are the 3 fluids that I need. So fluid separation-wise, strange matter, a full bucket of it, would need to go into, with a dubious container, into a centrifuge. So we're going to need to get an extra centrifuge that we can put over here, that we can pump the strange matter into. All right, I have 5 dubious containers right now, which hopefully I can turn into 5 unholy devices. If I come over here, put in the dubious container, that does turn it into the unholy device. Oh, yep, we're cooking. Unholy intelligence, there we go. Gained by capturing a viable entity with the dubious container. What? That is crazy. So that is one part of what I need to use, because the Heisenberg compensator we make in the atomic forge. So now we need to make an atomic forge. Right, the atomic forge is a multi-block of 8 cores. Must be powered via an enderic laser. Really? I mean, we have an enderic laser, so that we could probably make that work somehow. First of all, we're going to put the atomic forge down. There we go. Now, we can't give this thing power anyway, right? Since I can just come over here, give this thing power. Give it one of these cores. Position stored. Right, since the laser's targeting the atomic forge now, that should help to power it. Now my question is, how do we use this thing? Since we gotta make promethium. First of all, we're gonna need to make the Heisenberg compensators, which is 2 adamant and an unholy intelligence. There we go. The enderic laser is powering the atomic forge. Perfect. Oh, it's weird that it wiggles around like that. Oh, that is very strange. Heisenberg compensator. Nice. Right. So we have 1/4 of the puzzle solved. The other 1/4 of the puzzle is gonna be making promethium, which means that we need these overcharged crystals. Let us go ahead and make 4 Heisenberg compensators. And let's also work towards a couple more fluix gates. And then these superconductors. Right. And then we'll use 8 superconductors to make the overcharged crystals, which means we still have to make these empowered Restonia crystals, which is empowering. Okay, hold on. Let's do that real quick. We put the Restonia crystal block inside. And then all the different materials, which does nothing. Oh, 3 blocks away on each side of the empowerer. Oh. Let's see what happens when we do this. Oh! Right! Okay. Boom. Empowered Restonia block. Overcharged crystal. That's one of them. That's 2 of them. And then we need 1 Heisenberg machine. And then we need to put this in the atomic forge. Boom. This is probably going to take a while, though. What do we have so far for our Rift Attunement Crystal? We have a Heisenberg compensator. We're making a Promethium right now. The Echo Shard, I think we still have 1 left. And then we also need to make a teleportation core, for which I think we still have some atomic alloy remaining. And let me make 1 teleportation core. Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close. 20 minutes in the Rift is all we get. Right, Abyssal Pearl, Heisenberg compensator, Echo Shard, Promethium, and a teleportation core. Here we go. Ooh, Rift Attunement Crystals. We're going out. We need to go like right now. We're gonna go down there and we're gonna figure out what this place is. Okay, so I wasted all of my buckets. In we go. Let's go. Boom. What is this place? 5 minutes left in the rift. Oh my god, I'm already getting attacked. There's mobs everywhere. Time to fly, baby. Time to fly. Oh, I'm seeing the time shards. Look at this. These are the time shards. Oh, that didn't give me anything. Oh, God. Oh, man, dude, these things are all over the place. There is so much amethyst here. Oh, my God. Run, run, run. There's bedrock here. Oh, my goodness. There's bedrock. 3 minutes left in the rift. No, 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 no. I need more time. I need more time. There we go. Look at the amount of mobs. What? Yo. Nah, that's crazy. Cluster. Pulsating crate. I'll just grab it. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, dude, we're in deep. We're in so deep. What is going on? Please, please, let me glide. Let me glide. Oh, dude, there's so many spawners. What is this? 15 seconds left in the rift. All right. I'm ready to go back. Beam me back. Woo! Oh, it doesn't consume the rift attenuation crystal. Oh. So you only need to make one of them. Wait. My items are gone. No way. Really? The rift ejects you and it dumps your items away. Really? Okay. So we need to make it back into the portal. Got it. He also got an awakened supremium hoe. It has 26 attack damage, 8 attack speed. Yo, what? From a sharpness 4 refined obsidian sword, we go to an awakened supremium hoe with 26 attack damage. What? Dude, this weapon is... It's a hoe. A hoe is my best weapon right now. You're joking. The one thing we do need is... We have completely run out of portal fluid. So we need more portal fluid. Also, I need to go and kill that guy down there. I just realized that. He gotta go. Like, he gotta go. Oh, man, I'm gonna give this guy such a fade. I'm gonna make him go bald. This guy's going bald. That was it? Nah. You're joking. I was scared of this guy for nothing. Nice. And that's going to turn into 5 buckets of portal fluid. Oh, it already activated. Sweet. Right. 5 buckets of portal fluid. We are good to go. We can make our way to and back at least 2 times. Okay, that means it's time. That means it's time. We're going to go to the big bad place. The XXX. Because we've been putting it off for so long, I almost forgot about it even. It might also spawn a warden, which is another thing I need to worry about. What are you? What are you? Tentacle horror. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, he grabbed me. He grabbed me. He's eating me. Oh, yo. Woo. I spawned another one. Dude, what? What am I looking at? He gave me a soul lantern. Why? Why did this give me a soul lantern? What are you doing? Oh my god, he blinded me. That's it. We're done. We're done. Okay, he gave us a bunch of stuff. What did it give us? Skulk Catalyst, regular Skulk, a Shrieker, Soul Lantern, Glyph of Lightning, and Glyph of Summon Undead. We've got a new battle hoe at the ready. I'm so down to run these hands, bro. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We need another one in the inventory just to be ready so we can make our way back and not lose our items this time. The rift rejected you? What? What do you mean the rift rejected me? Do I need to hold my rift attunation crystal? They know I hold too much power. I'm about to mess their whole place up, bro. The rift is currently too unstable to enter. What? Rift charge 0. No! When crafting the crystal, any member that's currently not in the rift will gain rift charge. The rift attenuation crystal itself is only used for the next tier of craft. No! We're cooked. We need to craft it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's gonna be expensive. It might have taken me a full night of pure crafting madness, but we've reached it. Another 5 minutes of rift attunement. We get another 5 minutes of trying to make it out with the time shards. Oh, the portal's still open. Okay. Time shards, here we come. 5 minutes of rift time remaining. We got an ignatium ingot from this place. Yo, hold on. It only spawns on a very specific area. It's not even everywhere. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me get that. Yep. Whoa! Eat up, eat up, eat up, eat up. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, we need to get out of here. Shulker data mod. We got 3 nether stars and an ignatium ingot. What is this loot? Oh my god. Okay, head back into the portal. We made it. We have made it. Oh, I'm glad I collected so many, because you need a full 9 crystals to make a time crystal block that you can then turn into a budding one. So if I take my shadow pulse goo, we're gonna need to give this a little bit of skulk. That should turn my time crystal block into a budding time crystal. There we go. Budding time crystal block. Oh my goodness. And then we'd have to make the advanced rift attenuation crystal, which is a time crystal, an ender crystal for which you need soul binding, a infused diamond, and an Afreet essence. Infused diamond's not too bad. And then the Afreet essence you need to get into occultism for. Right, so you need to be advanced in every single mod. Because you need Iasnium, you need Netherrack, gunpowder, and a book of binding Afreet. Well, we've sort of uncovered the mysteries from the rift. We've been able to get up to log entry 15. Actually, log entry 14. There's more mysteries to be uncovered. Most importantly of all, though, I must say, I had a lot of fun playing this. Mind you, it's very heavy in tech. You need to learn what this pack is all about. That being said, honestly speaking, guys, give this pack a shot. It's very, very fun to play around with an ocean world instead of like a skyblock or your regular RPG world. This is a really cool... My god, look at all these amethyst crystals. This is a really cool take on stranded on another planet in another world. With that being said, I must bid you guys farewell as the chapter closes on Oceanblock. I'm really happy with the progress that we've made. I think we made it quite far into the pack. It's been me, your boy ElAbro. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and as some of you might know, at 100K, your boy's getting a Minecraft tattoo. With that being said, I bid you guys farewell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!